run cross country for 3 years. Maggie Price. Maggie is escorted by Kim and Frank Price. Maggie plans on attending the Ohio State University. She has participated in cross country for 4 years, and Maggie is this year's co-captain of the girls cross country team. Maggie Price. Kelsey Sheridan. Kelsey is escorted by Kathy Sheridan. Kelsey plans on running cross country in college and wants to study health sciences. Kelsey has participated in cross country for 4 years. She is a 3-time regional qualifier and has earned first team All Suburban League honors. Kelsey Sheridan. Aiden Boucher. Aiden is escorted by Lisa and Aaron Boucher. Aiden plans on attending college next year and wants to pursue a business degree. Aiden has participated in 3 years of cross country and has earned first team All Suburban League honors and has also been a regional qualifier.
I muted this.
Aiden Boucher. Elijah Hadler. Elijah is escorted by Elizabeth and Gary Hadler. Elijah plans on attending college and pursuing a degree in chemical engineering. He has run cross country for 4 years and has earned the title of 2022 Suburban League Runner of the Year. Elijah is a 4-time first team All Suburban League athlete and a 2-time state qualifier, a first team All State award, and has set the school record at a time of 15:31 for 5K. Elijah Hadley. Thomas Hubbard. Thomas is escorted by Jill and Don Hubbard. He plans to attend college next fall, and he's participated in cross country for 4 years. Thomas Hubbard. Lucas LaMonica. Lucas is escorted by Amy and Lee LaMonica. He plans on attending college next year. He's participated for 1 year in cross country. Looking forward to doing more later. Lucas LaMonica. Anderson Mast. Anderson is escorted by Cindy and Nate Mast. Anderson plans on attending college next fall, and he plans on he's participated in cross country for 4 years. Anderson Mast. Gavin Mullen. Gavin is escorted by Sue and Brian Mullen. Gavin plans on attending college next year to study computer science and has participated in cross country all 4 years at Highland. Gavin has earned second team All Suburban League honors twice and has been a 2-time regional qualifier. Gavin Mullen. Antony Anopko. Antony is escorted by Osako Anopko. He plans on attending college and studying psychology. He has participated in cross country, all 4 years. Zach Paulus. Zach is escorted by Kristen and Chris Paulus. Zach plans to attend college next fall. He's participated in 4 years of cross country, and he's earned first and second team All Suburban League honors and has been a 2-time regional qualifier. Zach Paulus. Kirk Pryor. Kirk is escorted by his parents, Terry and Linda. Kirk plans to enter the workforce or enter the military. He's participated in cross country for 4 years. Kirk Pryor. Rahul Ramasamy. Parents Shri and Priya are there escorting him today. Rahul plans on attending college and wants to pursue a business degree. He is a 2-year participant on the cross country team. Rahul Ramasamy. Mason Wright. Mason is escorted by Teresa and Gary Wright. He plans on attending college next year and wants to study engineering or applied mathematics or computer science. He's participated in cross country 4 years, and he's earned second team All-Suburban League honors this year. Congratulations to all of our cross country seniors. Special shout out goes to our boys cross country team for winning the Suburban American League at Silver Creek. And good luck to all cross country runners competing at the districts tomorrow at Lorain Community College. Now this year's cheer squad seniors, that includes Grace Eaton. Grace is escorted by Jim and Kathy Eaton. She's planning on hopefully getting into Kent State, where she plans to pursue education. Her favorite memory is sophomore basketball season. It was her first time really getting to know freshmen on her team. And who they are, some of them are now her closest friends. Her advice to underclassmen, don't sweat the small stuff and YOLO. And special shout out thanks to her family, coaches throughout the years, and Reagan for cheering next to me for the last 6 years. Gracie. Emma Feldman. Emma's escorted by Amy, Alan, and Alyssa Feldman. She plans on attending Kent State, where she thinks she's going to major in nursing. Her favorite team memories include the team dinners before the games. Her advice to underclassmen, the better you can work with your teammates, the better your season will be. She'd like to thank her family, coaches throughout the years, and Meredith Knapp for always being her biggest supporter. Emma Feldman. Alexis Filote, Valentine, and Sebastian, Mom and Dad are escorting her out. She plans to attend The Ohio State University, where she hopes to continue her education in radiologic technology. Her favorite team memory was getting ready for the games with all the girls. Her advice to underclassmen is enjoy every moment because it goes fast. She'd like to thank her parents for supporting her and coaches for bringing more recognition to the cheerleading squad. Reagan Funkfeld. Mark and Amy Funkfeld are with her tonight. She plans to attend Kent State University, where she hopes to major in nursing. Her favorite team memories include team dinners. They brought us closer and made us a unified team. Her advice to underclassmen is take in every moment, good and bad, because it doesn't last forever. She'd like to thank her parents and coaches that she's had since kindergarten, and Grace, who has cheered by her side since middle school. Reagan Funkfeld. Jenna Pennington. Jenna is escorted by her mom Stephanie and her father Marshall. She plans to attend Bowling Green State University, where she's going to be a pre-med major. Her favorite memories include the team dinners and playing lovers lead before practices. Her advice to underclassmen, soak up every minute while you can, because these have been the quickest and best 4 years to make the most memories. She'd like to thank her parents, sister, and teammates for always believing in her, and her biggest support. They are her biggest supporters. She also wants to thank Mrs. Keeling for always giving us her support and making the most fun and memorable season. Jenna Pennington. Lizzie Porter. Lizzie is escorted by Megan. She plans on attending Ohio State University, studying nursing to become a pediatric nurse practitioner. Her favorite team memory included making posters for old senior nights and team dinners. Her advice to underclassmen would be try hardest and have fun. And she'd like to thank Mrs. Lyon and Mrs. Keeling and her sister. And she'd like to congratulate all of the senior cheerleaders as I would. Now for tonight's football players. We'll give them a minute to get over there. Looks like Logan's there. So let's start off with Logan Akers.
All right, Logan!
He's escorted by his dad, Jim. In terms of after graduation, he's undecided, but he's got some great team memories. Coach Gibbons' pregame speech before Berea. His advice to underclassmen is just keep working hard and play with confidence. We'd like to thank Coach Gibbons, Coach Lambright, and Coach Meyer, and Coach Grill. Logan Akers. Colin Angus. Colin is escorted by his mother, Candace, and sister, Kaylee. He plans on attending college somewhere, but he's not sure what course of study. His favorite team memory included the Jesse rolls after every game we win. Advice to underclassmen is always be yourself. And he'd like to thank his mom for always being there and always supporting me, for always believing in me, especially when I didn't believe in myself. And for always seeing the good in me, even when other people couldn't. Colin Angus. Jake Dubkowski. He's escorted by Mom and Dad, Beth and Jay, possibly his brother Nick, if he dresses for the game. Looks like he did. He plans on attending college somewhere, where he's going to major in business. His favorite team memory was getting ready for the first game of the year versus Berea Mid-Park. His advice to underclassmen is be coachable, a great teammate, and be nice to everyone because it goes a long way. We'd like to thank the coaches, teammates, and parents for their encouragement and support. Jake Dubkowski. Danny Giannini. Danny's escorted by Kim and Danny Giannini. He plans to play college football somewhere, and in continued education, he hopes to major in the course of study of exercise science. Favorite team memory is when Coach Gibbons went all out for his dance. His advice to underclassmen is just put your head down and work, and results will come. I'd like to thank his family and coaches. Danny Giannini. Mitchell Good. Mitchell's escorted by Terry and Liz Good. He plans to go to college, but he hasn't decided on what he's going to major in yet. He really loved his football practices, and his advice to underclassmen, do the hurting, don't get hurt. I'd like to thank all his teammates. Mitchell Good. Matthew Haney, he's escorted by Jason and Cindy Haney. He plans to go to college and major in business. His favorite team memories including having film every Wednesday with the team at his house. The advice to underclassmen would be just have fun. You'll regret it if you look at practice and all that work as a burden. I'd like to thank his coaches, teammates, and especially his dad for always being there for him. Matthew Haney. Reed Hill. He's escorted by Todd and Aaron Hill. He plans to go to college, some four-year college somewhere, and major in business. His favorite memory was beating Nordonia in double overtime during his sophomore year. Advice to underclassmen would be 4 years go by fast, so enjoy the time you had to play football with your brothers. The memory and friendships will last a lifetime. I'd like to thank his mom and dad for always supporting him and his goals. I'd like to thank Grandma and Grandpa for being the best fans in the world. I'd like to thank the coaching staff for the amount of time they have invested in us and making us all better than Creed Hill. Bob Hollis, he's escorted by his dad, Matt Hollis, and stepmom, Nicole Hollis, and his mom, Keisha Butler. He's undecided about college, but his favorite team memory is when we went 8-0 and didn't get scored on. Advice to underclassmen is be smart, always give your all to whatever you do. We'd like to thank his parents and all the bros. Bob Hollis. And Timothy Huska. He's escorted by Erica and Tim Huska. He plans to go to college to major in engineering. His favorite team memories include having O-line cookouts every Thursday before the game. I'd like to tell underclassmen to appreciate the moments you have on the field because it goes by fast. He wants to thank his family for always being there for him and his coaches for encouraging him to do his best. It's something that he'll always remember. Sabon Hollis. Andrew Lutz. Andrew is escorted by Maureen and Steve Lutz. He plans to go to Ohio State where he's going to major in mechanical engineering. His favorite memory is also beating Nordonia his sophomore year. His advice to underclassmen is stay the course, don't take things for granted, and he'd like to thank his coaches, teammates, and his parents. Sam Napier, escorted by Mike and Jenny Napier, plans to attend University of Cincinnati, Ohio State, Kent State, or John Carroll. Still trying to figure that out, where he's going to major in health sciences. His favorite team member has been just competing and growing up on the football field with the same group of guys for the past 10 years. Take it one day at a time. Don't take things for granted that high school gives you. Make memories with teammates and friends. I'd like to thank his family, friends, teammates, coaches, and especially his mom and dad for everything they have done. Sam Napier. Mason Pay. Mason's escorted by his father and mother, Jeff and Kara. He plans to attend Akron Area Joint Apprenticeship and Training Committee, studying to become an electrician in a 5-year program. His favorite memory is being with the boys in the locker room before the game. His advice to underclassmen is never give up. He wants to thank his coaches and his family. Gary Reinecke. Gary's escorted by his parents, Tracy and Gary. He's going to continue his education. Doesn't know where yet, but it's going to major in mechanical engineering. His favorite memory included lineman cookouts. And his advice to underclassmen is stick with, don't take for granted, get in the gym. I'd like to thank Coach Meyer and Coach Howard for always pushing us to be better players. Gary Ryan. Noah Robinson. Noah is escorted by his parents, Shane and Stacy Robinson. He's training to be a fireman. His favorite football memory was his first varsity football play, being thrown in on a kickoff return by Coach Gibbons to fill in for a missing person. As a freshman, not having a clue what was going on or what to do. Advice to underclassmen, do whatever it takes to be able to look yourself in the mirror and be able to say, you are better than you were yesterday. I'd like to thank his mom, dad, sister, all the coaches in his football career, and trainer John, Noah Robinson. Lucas Stiles. Lucas is escorted by parents Mike and Jen Stiles. He's undecided about going to college, but he's going to major in health sciences. He's celebrating with the team after beating Nordonia as his favorite team member. His advice to underclassmen is take advantage of your time with team and make good memories while you can, because you won't have it forever. I'd like to thank the coaches, trainers, team doctors, who he visits a lot, family, friends, and everyone else that supports Highland football. Lucas Stiles.
Ran across the field.
We didn't forget about Logan Marquis. We just fell out of order, Logan. Sorry about that. He's escorted by his parents, Matt and Susie Marquis. He plans on attending Kent State University, where he's planning to study psychology in hopes of becoming a pediatric psychologist. His favorite memory is playing cornhole at Owen Wendell's house sophomore year during the lineman cookouts. His advice to underclassmen is bad things are only as bad as you make them out to be. Make the most out of everything and don't sell yourself short. I'd like to thank his family, teammates, and coaches for being by his side throughout his entire life. Logan Marquis. Andrew Kodalinski. He's escorted by his mom, Kim, and brother Alex. He plans to attend Ohio State University, and he hasn't decided on a major just yet. His favorite team memory was a game-winning sack against Ardonia his sophomore year. Seems to be a big game. Advice to underclassmen: don't take any of these moments for granted because time flies by, and to always work hard when possible because it'll be worth it in the long run. I'd like to thank his coaches, teammates, the community. I especially want to thank his family for all their support throughout the years. And we'd also like to wish Kim a very happy birthday. We don't know which one, but congratulations. Andrew Kodolinsky. Zach Weibel for Zachary. He's escorted by his father, Chad, and mother, Sandra. He plans to go on to college where he's going to major in finance. His favorite memory are the lineman cookouts, because he likes to eat. His advice to underclassmen is don't take these years for granted. He'd like to give a big shout out to family and friends saying thank you. Joey Zywood is next. He's escorted by his parents, Kevin and Bridget. Joey plans on attending paramedic school to pursue a full-time firefighter or paramedic career. He will also continue his dream of becoming a world champion bull rider or a crocodile hunter. Safe occupations. Joey's favorite team memory was getting a pass breakup in practice and Coach Dave throwing him over his shoulder and running around the field. His advice to underclassmen is, if you ain't first, you're last. Ricky Bob. I'd like to thank Coach Scally, Coach Day, Coach Gribble, and Coach Dudling for always believing in him. Joey also thanks Noah Zimmerman and Chase Crutchley for always helping him. And lastly, thanks to his biggest fans, his parents and grandparents. Joey Zywood. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our seniors. We're well represented in the community. Congratulations to all of you, and best of luck as we continue our season. Thank you.
Hey everybody at home, welcome. We just had a great senior night. It's Greg Curtis. I'm here with Jay Grissom. Say hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Thank you. We just had a really good senior night. A lot of good seniors there in that group. The senior football players, the senior cheerleaders, and senior girls and boys cross country.
Yeah, what a class, you know, and I know it's a big night for the parents, and it's always exciting, and now I'm sure Coach Gibbons is trying to get everybody refocused on a football game, so.
Yeah, the players have separated from their parents now, and we got some time to fill, so let's talk about that, Jay, because this senior class, I mean, there's a lot of starters in that group. So let's talk about them and then talk about how the rest of the team looks going forward maybe.
Well, you look at this group and the careers that they've had, and you know, a regional finalist finish last year with a lot of these guys being contributors on that team, and off to a 9-0 start this year. Obviously, a special class that I know I've heard people talk about their 8th grade season. I always think it's kind of amazing. Their 8th grade season, they did not give up a single point defensively all year long. So I know a group that Coach Gibbons was excited about coming through, and how fast it happens. Here we are, they're seniors and celebrating senior night and last regular season home game. But just a special night for everybody.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Those boys have had a lot of wins over the years, right?
Yes, they have.
From the middle school on the way up here. So we're out now for the flip. Like I said, we're still pretty far in front of the game, folks. The Highland Band is getting ready to come on. The captains are out now with the officials.
Looks like we got
Haney, Creed Hill,
Lucas Stiles, Andrew Lertz, and Logan Marquis are captains tonight.
I'm not sure what's going on out there. The athletic director's out there with someone. They've got somebody else flipping instead of the official. Copley won the toss. They're indicating they will receive. And we're going to defend the west goal, it looks like. Nope, we're kicking to the west goal. All right, so let's talk about Copley and Highland, Jay. I ran some numbers quick. This could be an interesting game. Copley has been involved in some huge scoring games. Copley's defense is allowing 46.6 points a game. Highland's defense, on the other hand, is only allowing 4.7 points a game. And Highland's offense is averaging 43 points a game. So something's got to give tonight.
Something has got to give. I think it will be interesting to see, this Copley offense against our defense that has been so stout all year long. I know we've talked about it in the past, but giving up 43 points on the season and 20 of them were week 1. So in the last 8 weeks, giving up 23 points, pretty incredible what they've done.
Right, and as you mentioned, so the Hornets are 9-0. We're currently in second place in the Region 6 rankings behind Avon. You and I talked about it. We might as well bring it up now. I don't think we can pass Avon. They're playing a Division II school tonight. We're playing a Division III school. And I think you mentioned it. Whoever Avon's playing tonight has not won a game all year.
That's correct. Yeah, they're playing Amherst. Amherst is 0-9. I think we're going to settle right into that 2 spot. Nothing wrong with being in that 2 spot. You're getting 2 home games, which is all you can get. Most likely Oregon Clay or Ashland. But, there's a lot of things that play there still as well.
Right.
But,
yeah, and we didn't mention it. So Copley comes in at 3-6. Their 3 wins are Firestone, Cuyahoga Falls, and Revere. They've played, obviously, a lot of common opponents. Like I said, they've given up some big numbers. So,
yeah, 2-4 in the conference. It's an interesting. It's interesting. I know DeJuan Owens, their quarterback and playmaker, has put up some gaudy numbers this year. But again, going to be really interesting to see, how we match up and what Coach Meyer's looking to do defensively to kind of slow that attack down tonight.
And their attack really is a passing one. Is that right, Jay?
It is, and their quarterback he will run. They'll run some quarterback draws, some things like that. They like the ball in his hands. They're going to run 4 wide most of the night, most likely. I say that as if I was in their team meetings, but what they've done on the year, that's kind of what we've seen. So I like this matchup for Highland. I think it's a good test against a really athletic quarterback.
Brianna, are we going to the field? It looks like Michael's. Oh, they're moving out there. Sorry about that. Thought we were going down to the field for Michael to talk about whatever he's been checking into down there. Right now, folks, we're doing a presentation. Okay, we'll go to Michael down on the field.
Guys, they're doing the presentation like you were talking about. The quarterback for Copley obviously prefers to throw, but he covers a lot of ground when he can run. Per Max Preps, he is the 3rd in the nation in total yards. They're really going to have to work hard to stop the Copley quarterback here tonight, but Coach Gibbons' defense has really shown a lot of promise and has grown throughout the season, so we'll be anxious to see what Coach Gibbons has in store for their offense here tonight.
Yeah, I guess that's a great question, too, going into, like you said, the possibility of 2 home games for the playoffs for us. But, whether we just go back to running it, trying to control the ball to keep that quarterback off the field.
I think that's an excellent point. Sometimes your best defense is a good offense, and you keep that clock turning a little bit, and let that offensive line kind of take over tonight. So.
Right, and as last week showed, Lucas Stiles is healthy now. Noah Robinson's been having a great year. Who am I missing in there? Johnny Silico, right?
Yeah. Lucas has 849 yards on the season. He's averaging 7 yards a carry. Noah's got 545, averaging 7.6 yards per carry. And Johnny, out of that F position, they bring him in motion in those jet sweeps. He's got 24 carries for 209 yards, almost 9 yards a carry. And not to mention Andrew Lurtz, who, as he's gotten more healthy at that quarterback spot, he's been running the ball a little bit as well. So, you know, a lot to account for on this offense, certainly.
Yeah, and since we were last here, so it's been what 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, right? Since we were last on. So Andrew was hurt in that towards the end of that last game. That was the Revere game, right?
Yes.
But and he didn't play the next week, I don't believe. Right?
He did not. That's correct.
So, but he's back and he's healthy, which is good too. So overall, on the offense, I think we're looking healthy. I think the offensive line has settled down a little bit too. Those weeks helped there also. And the defense has just been, as we've talked about, just solid all year long. They haven't skipped a beat anywhere after the 20 points they gave up the first week.
No, it's been a dominating defense since the word go, and I really am. I'm excited to see what tonight brings for us.
All right, folks, I think we're gonna go to the band here, and then Jay and I'll be back.
To the playing of our passion and remain standing for the Highland
Okay, folks, we're back. That was the Highland Band with the national anthem, the alma mater. So we got a few minutes to fill. It's 7 minutes still to the kick. Thought I'd run through some stuff that's been going on with some of the other sports. We'll start with cross country. They're up at Lorraine tomorrow. The run to the states starts tomorrow for the boys and girls team. I was talking to Coach Linden this week. I think the boys team, they've had some health problems, but they're pretty healthy right now. If their top 5 run pretty good, they're going to definitely get to Boardman for the regionals, and then they've got a chance to get to states. On the girls' side, I don't know, it didn't sound like the team had enough to get to states, but Kelsey Sheridan's been running really strong this year.
Okay.
She's a senior, and so, you know, if she gets to Boardman and runs well, I think she needs to get in the top 32 there to get to states, but that's a possibility for Kelsey. Boys soccer this week. We had a home game Tuesday night. Absolutely the opposite of the weather tonight, Jay.
Yeah.
Folks, we didn't mention it. We've got a beautiful night here at the stadium. Not a cloud in the sky. The temperature's in the high 40s, I think. It's perfect. No precipitation. But Tuesday night was an absolutely brutal night. Rain and 40 degrees. And when I say rain, I mean it rained from like 6:30 until we left the stadium. But the boys beat Cleveland Heights 2-1. And the boys soccer team, that is. They'll play at Shaker Heights tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in the next round of the playoffs. The girls soccer team was home Thursday night, I believe. They beat Westlake 3-1. Give a shout out to our old athletic director, Nick Rinaldo. We gave him a shot on Thursday night. You should get that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That was actually an interesting game. It was 0-0 at half, but the girls ended up, the Highland girls won 3-1. And then they play Monday, the 24th, Brecksville, Broadview Heights. Let's see what else is up. The girls' tennis team had a doubles team down to states. That was Sarah's Gambatti and Maddie Pollock. They made it to the final 8, and then they lost a match to Massillon Jackson. So basically, they made it to the round of 8, if you will, for Division I, and were beaten. But that's a really good run for them to make it all the way down.
You're one of the last 8 doubles teams in the entire state.
Right.
A lot to be proud of right there.
Very good. So that was a good shout out to them. Girls volleyball won the other night. I'm gonna have to find that. I know they're the next match, but I don't know when it is. But they did win the other night. Let's see. The girls golf team is down at states.
Yeah. So I've got their scorecards right in front of me.
Oh,
here.
beautiful.
Had a really good day today. They shot a team total of 315. Led by Isabella Goyette, shot a 76.
She's tied for 6th right now overall.
Paige McKendry shot a 77.
She's tied for 10th overall.
Elizabeth Coleman had a good day, shooting an 81. Kaviachata chipped in with an 83, and then Kendall Sprudy had a really nice day, shooting an 81. So you'll put them in a tie for 4th.
Sounds like it's really tight at the top. I'm looking for the numbers. Hold on, I got
tied
from my
tied for 4th, only 3 strokes back total. Correct.
Right.
As a team.
Correct.
So
for my man Tom, I got to give him a shout out. I'm going to get the team scores here.
Oh, here we go.
So Centerville at 312, New Albany at 312, Dublin Jerome at 314, Medina Highland at 315. So we're actually in 3. Although we're tied for 4th, we're only 3 shots off the lead. Then Magnificat, who we've been battling with all year, they're at 315, and then Olentangy, but they're 7 strokes behind all those other teams. So your top 5 teams are all within 3 strokes of each other.
How cool is that?
That's really cool. I mean,
and, and the weather's going to be beautiful tomorrow for round 2, and how exciting for those girls down there, and Coach Becker's made it kind of her yearly vacation down there for that tournament. Has just done an outstanding job with that program, but it's so fun watching them and watching their scores and the way that those girls compete.
I'm not sure about this. I don't think we have any seniors. I think they're all juniors and lower,
believe
right?
that is correct.
Yeah, so it's something really to look forward to, right? We were
absolutely.
5 girls, none of them seniors off. I just got girls volleyball, so they play Brunswick, but it's at Worcester. That's tomorrow. I don't know that. 4:30. I'm sorry. Here come the Hornets, folks. Led by Coach Gibbons. And folks, if you're out there, feel free to text me. I think I got all the fall sports, though.
That's a good job. All
no,
caught up.
I love doing that because we're having a great fall, right?
Oh, it's really good.
It
really has, and I know the You know, both cross-country teams had good years, and
Yep.
both of our soccer teams are still playing.
I should have mentioned that for the boys cross-country team. They were the American Conference champions.
as well as the individual champion.
Eli Hadler, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So-
So they've had a really good season. Yep.
And that was last Saturday, I believe, that they ran that, the Suburban League meet.
That's correct.
And
Yeah, so things are good. I mean, again, everybody's other than the boys golf team, everybody's still alive in the playoffs.
Yeah.
We were laughing a little bit on boys soccer. If they win 2 more games, they get to play St. Ignatius, the number 1
you know
team
what,
in the
though?
state.
You said that the right way, though. You get to play St. Ignatius.
That's right.
You got to go play that game.
Yep.
Right? So that's the mentality that you got to have. Go win a couple games and give yourself that opportunity.
I can tell you that'd be a great achievement for the boys team to get out that far, even just to get a chance to play them the way the bracket's set up. So, all right, folks, we got a minute and a half till the start. Coach Gibbons is getting the kicking team ready. Like I said, Jay, I think for us it's ground and pound tonight, right?
I think we're
Keep the ball out of their hands.
I-
They can put up points.
Yes, they can, and I think you're absolutely right. You know, let's. I have a feeling that the Hornets are going to be able to score some points as well, but I don't know that you necessarily want to get into a quote unquote shootout with these guys. Like,
Right.
wind some clock. 4 yards in a cloud of dust. It always works. So
I guess that's the question. The 2 games we've not won easily, Aurora. Again, we did win comfortably at the end, but it took a while to get there.
that game was closer than a 30.
And Barberton, and that came down to the lines actually.
Yes.
So I guess the question is, how is Copley's offensive and defensive line?
Well, that's going to be interesting to see.
Because those were the 2, Barberton's line. The boys told me, they had some big boys up front,
Yes.
and the same thing with Aurora. Eventually, we wore them down, but so this should be Jacob Dubkowski, and it is out there to kick off for the Hornets. Like I said, folks, it is an absolutely perfect night out here for the final game of the season. And if I didn't mention it, so we anticipate we've already clinched a playoff spot, and we have clinched a home game as at least the number 2 in Region 6. So we will be back next Friday. We will not be on the live stream, I don't believe, but the Hornets will be back home next Friday. Yep, it's a squib, and he falls on it at the 32. That was number 20.
JoJo Munzberg
Very
covered
good.
that up.
Yeah. So like I said, and as you mentioned, that'll either be Oregon Clay or Ashland probably based on how the current rankings are.
Again, I think that we'll probably find out sometime on Sunday for sure on that, I
Right.
believe.
When the final rankings come out.
Correct. Because I know there's always some Saturday games throughout the state, so a lot of times that stuff is not released until that Sunday.
Should mention our main man on the stats is here tonight, Andrew. We love having him here. He loves doing this. I'll try not to interrupt him. He's blushing a little bit while the first play is about to go. So here we go. We got 5 wide, folks. 4 to the left. It's, oh my gosh, it's a bubble. That's actually a lateral.
Yes, that should be a lateral, and they're marking that as about a 10-yard loss on that play.
Yeah, so they had four receivers to the left. He overthrew them, but it was a pass. It was not even close to being a forward pass. So that's going to cost them. Is it 10? Yeah, so it's now 2nd and 20. And here you go, just like you said, Jay. 4 to the right, 1 to the left, no running back. That was a great play there.
That was a good play. That was a good ball intended for number 7, Scooby Stanford.
That was Chase Crutchley who came over from the safety spot, timed it up there to hit him just as the ball got there.
Just a little fade route, trying to get it to the sideline there, throwing it from the opposite hash.
Yeah, Chase covered a lot of ground there. He was
Yes, he
actually
did.
lined up inside the hash and got all the way to the sideline. Only got a single safety there, really. Well, I guess we're playing up on the other side. Here we go again. Drops back, throws over the middle. He hits him. That was a good play there. That's 4 with the reception.
Carter Noel on the reception.
Yeah, just a little quick hitter there, just after he cleared the linebackers. That's actually going to be a first down.
Copley going up tempo, straight to the line of scrimmage.
Again, I don't think they're going to run it other than the quarterback, right? No running backs. 4 again. It's the same play they started the game with. That's going to be incomplete that time, though.
Yes.
That was for number 7, Scooby Stanford. Got to ask Jay, what do you think Coach Gibbons? Are we going to sub some on defense to keep fresh? I know we got some two-way guys.
I would think that we will definitely see some of that with this up tempo tonight.
3 to the right, 2 to the left. He looks right. Oh, that's a good play there. That
Mitchell
was
Good on the coverage.
Yep, knocked that one down. That was a good play. Led with the correct hand, right?
Yes, he did.
So it's 3rd and 10 at the 46. We got a running back this time. It's a keeper by the quarterback, and he is hit immediately. That's 52. I think I got that right. Carson Noonan? Yep.
Yep. Carson
Yeah,
Noonan.
that was
nice
a good play.
there. A
Nice
really
penetration.
Yes.
Right in the hole, actually, with a little bit of a draw, quarterback draw there.
Nice job getting off the field there after they picked up that first down on 3rd and long.
Well,
and,
like you said, up tempo. That was only a minute's worth of the game
Yeah,
there,
right.
folks. All those plays in 1 minute.
I imagine we're going to see a little different strategy when the ball is in the Hornets' hands here.
So that's number 4 punting, Carter Noel. And that's
Creed Hill.
Creed Hill on the return. Number 8 on the tackle there. Ratonio Childs. That was a good tackle there.
Yes, it was.
Creed gets to the corner. That's going to be a good play, but he wrapped him up there. So at 10:38, the Hornets come on offense.
Andrew Lurtz at quarterback. Lucas Stiles
Got
is
Lucas
the
behind him.
tailback.
We've got a little slot to the right. Can't see the numbers. I think Johnny Silico's out there in the slot. It's a handoff to Stiles in the left tackle. He's got a wall of blockers in front of him. And there he goes. It's brought down by 19 and 53. Devon Nixon. And Wes Antwi. But that's a huge gain there. How many, Andrew?
25 on that one.
Beautiful. That's a good start, right?
That's a really good start.
Nobody touched him for about 10 yards there.
Yeah, they kind of overloaded that formation to the far side of the field and ran it over here to the weak side. Walled that side off. Lots of running room for Lucas there.
That's another handoff to Lucas right up the middle. Again, he goes 5 yards before he's even touched.
Gain of 10. Should be good for another first down.
That was Hendrick Sickles on the tackle there. Yeah, I think we're going to see. If we see Lurtz throw the ball, it's only because it's 3rd and 10. A little bit under 10 minutes, folks. A little bit of a mix-up there. Syriac runs out to the slot on the right. There goes Silico.
Going to give it to him on the jet.
Oh, that was a good tackle there.
That was. Picks up about 2 on the play.
I think that was number 5, Ben
Firestone.
Yeah. He had a little hole there, but filled it pretty quickly.
Second and 8 might open up the playbook a little bit more here.
Looks like Noah came in, not
You are
Lucas
correct.
in the backfield.
Yes, Noah.
It's a handoff to Noah. Cuts it back. Yeah.
Nice gain there.
Yep. Falls forward. I don't think he got to the first. He's going to be a little bit short.
Yeah, he's going to pick up about 4 there.
Looks like there's an injury there for Copley.
Officials timeout. Injury timeout.
That's 53 for Copley. Wes Antwi. Antwi, I think, is there.
Guys, a couple of clear points to the game already as Copley, as you said, went very quick early. Obviously, Highland trying to slow things down with 8:59 left here in the first quarter. Be interesting to see what Copley does on the second of their drives here tonight. but clearly Highland trying to make a statement, slowing things down here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I think tonight's one of those nights that you don't want to get out of what you do. You need to. Okay, we're facing an explosive offense. We understand that, but Highland's 9-0 for a reason, and you don't want to get away from doing what you do. So, let this offensive line work. Let these guys do what they do. Let Lurtz throw off of that play action when you have that opportunity.
Did you get a chance this week to talk to any coaches? I mean, how are the boys know they're already in the playoffs?
Yeah,
How have they been focusing them on that, Jay?
I think the goal now is, they want to finish off. They want to finish the 10-0, and they want the outright Suburban League title. I think that's a big deal to these guys. So they want to finish this thing off the right way.
There's Lucas off the right tackle. Huge hole. Not even touched for 10 yards. He's down to the 25. That was 19 on the tackle for Copley.
Devon Nixon.
But again, 5 yards before he's even touched. And then he's just dragging guys.
Yeah, these guys up front doing a nice job so far. Opening up some holes, giving some running lanes.
So that's another first down. 8:40 left here in the first quarter. And then the other thing is, we want to stay healthy heading, going forward too. So
absolutely.
It's Lucas again.
Nice tackle there.
Number 5, I think. Yeah, that was
Ben Firestone
5
again.
on the tackle, yeah.
He's doing a nice job coming up from that safety spot and making some plays near the line of scrimmage.
Well, how about a little play action?
I wouldn't be surprised to see that right now, honestly. 2nd
and 7. Let's see what we got out here. Got 5 split, and Silico's in the slot.
Hand it to 10.
Yeah, he's just dragging him. He's got 6 guys on him right now. 25 for them getting up, 16, 4.
Be good for another first down.
Carter Noel, Julian Bershak. Oh, who'd I miss there? I don't remember. But it was like six guys from Copley to take him down. So 1st and 10 at the no, we're at the 13 now? 12 or 13?
Yes. Make sure you call it the right yard line. That'd be the 87-yard line by my count, Jay.
Oh, boy. Never going to let Michael live that one down. Oh, that's a good play there on defense. That's number 8. Ratonio Childs made a nice play there. Got in the backfield, had 2 blockers on him, and still made the hit.
He did a nice job coming through his gap, filling that thing up.
I just saw Sam Napier and Tommy Turk run on for the Hornets, so maybe here comes the pass play maybe. I think we lost some yards there, right? Lost
we did.
2.
Yes. So Logan Marquis check out of the game, so they're going to go without a tight end here.
Yeah, Napier split all the way to the side. Got trips. Lurtz keeps it. Huge hole. He's down inside the 5.
Good decision by Andrew there. Keep that one.
Yeah.
Reading that defensive end. He's crashing down on the running back. Andrew pulls that thing. And
so 3rd and a long 2 at the 5. They're going to mark him down at the 5. I think it's actually probably closer to 3, but this is pretty important here. I mean, we may just go for it, I think. Right? At the 5, 2 plays.
4 down territory here, certainly.
Robinson's in the backfield. It's a hand. Oh, Lurtz keeps it right up the middle.
Nobody there.
Yeah.
Another really good decision there by Andrew. You get that jet motion. You get that defense flowing, and nobody within 5 yards of him as he takes that one in.
So with 5:59 left in the first quarter, the Hornets get on the board. That was a great drive.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Hey, Andrew, I think that was all rushes. How many was that? 10 plays, all rushes. Here's Jacob Dubkowski on for the kick. I think that's Janicus holding. And that is good. So 5:59 left in the first. 7-0 Hornets. Well, just like you said, Jay, that's the way to do it. That's what Highland does. right? No need to throw it. Let's just pound it.
Ground and pound. Really nice job, though. 10 plays, 75 yards, 7.5 yards a pop. You can't ask for a better drive than that to start the game. So.
Yeah, you got to wonder about Copley's mentality too, right? They've not had the greatest season. It's the last game of the year. They're not going to the playoffs at 3-6.
Right.
They're on the road. They know Highland's 9-0. I mean, that's going to be hard to keep them in the game, right? If they're the Copley coach.
Yeah, I'm sure that it's tough to keep them focused on what they're supposed to be doing, but at the same time, I'm sure there are a lot of kids out there playing with a lot of pride as well. So.
All right, so here's Dubkowski to kick off.
Jay Stanford and Ben Firestone back to receive the kick for Copley. Dubkowski's going to kick this one deep, and that is going to go into the end zone. Nice job there.
Crazy as it might sound, that's his best kickoff of the year that we have seen.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Well, they kind of brought them up because he squibbed that first one, and
yep, that was good.
Nice job. Now give it to him on the 20 and let the defense go to work here.
All right, so let's see if we can get some numbers out here for the defense. Up front, we got 9. That's Giannini, right?
Yes.
54.
Tadalinsky.
51.
That's Weibel.
And 82. That's the lineman.
That is Logan Marquis.
And then you got 2, 10, and 8 across as the backers.
So you got Haney, Good, and Stiles in the middle.
Shotgun again. He's open. That's a good catch and pitch and catch there. It's finally brought down by Crutchley, but that's a huge gain.
Pick up a 30. Ben Firestone on the reception there. A little bit too much of a cushion out there on that side.
So 3 to the right, 2 to the left. The snap is low. He's under pressure, and
gets it away.
Wow, and he actually got it past.
That's a really nice job.
That was Zach Weibel that was all over him, folks.
DeJuan Owens did a really nice job getting rid of that football right there. That was going to be a loss of 14.
Actually, Weibel's limping a little. But here they come to the line already, so he's going to have to jump back up there. So now we got 4 to the right, single to the left.
Seeing a couple of quick screens attempted out here.
Yep, it's a
fade.
Top. Yeah, they went fade on the left side to number 5. Ben Firestein. Firestein, is that what it is? Yeah, I guess it's an I, not an O. Sorry.
Firestein.
Sorry to him. But that was overthrown. So now it's 3rd and 10. Got 3 to the right, 2 to the left. And it's a little bubble screen.
Really nice job by Savon Hollis. He read that thing right from the rip and came up and did a really nice open field tackle. And
then Mitchell Good cleaned him up.
Came in and make sure nothing going there.
2-yard loss on that one. That was good with 3 receivers stacked up on Savon that he read that the right way. So
they are gonna go for it.
Just
here.
Maybe the quick kick. They're on their own side of the 50. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Nope, they're going for it. And he's being chased. 54 and 82. He gets it off, and it's caught.
Ben Firestein.
Tadalinsky and Marcus were chasing him, and he somehow got that off for the first down. They're all the way down to the Hornets 36. Here they are back at the line. I guess if you're a Copley lineman, you better be in shape, right?
That pass is broken up.
That was intended for number 4, Carter Noel, but he was right on the safety. I think that was Crutchley again.
Nice play there by Chase. They're trying to get stuff up the seams.
Yeah, just behind the backers, right? We're in front of the safety, spread our safeties out. And we've stayed. We've got our 3 linebackers in, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so Thought that might be a change you might see, like maybe an extra safety instead of a. Boy, he gets away from 54, and that was a good ball. That was Crutchley on the coverage.
That was Creed Hill, maybe.
Yeah, that was
I'm sorry, that was
Creed
Creed
Hill.
Hill. My bad. That was intended for Carter Noel.
Creed did a nice job there breaking on that ball.
Boy, their quarterback, he's a good athlete, though, right?
He's a very
DeJuan
good
Owens.
athlete, yes.
Because, again, Tadalinsky was right on him again that time, and he got away and really delivered a good ball. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Shotgun. Here's the fade. Savant is there. Oh, dropped it. Boy, Savant had perfect coverage on that, and 10 on the jugs machine, right? For Savant come on Monday.
Hornets brought some pressure there. DeJuan had to get rid of that a little quicker maybe than what he wanted to.
Boy, he throws a good ball, though, too,
Yes, he
right?
does.
Even that ball was
He's got a nice arm. Lefty.
Boy, I thought he was hurt there for a second, DeJuan. And there's a timeout for the Hornets.
Timeout.
So 4:34
Highland.
left
Highland
in the first.
timeout.
It's
First
4th
timeout
and
of the
10, and they're at the Hornets 36, folks. And interesting, Jay. They got nothing to lose, right?
Well, and that's what you run into in these situations, right? You're playing a team that is 3-6 on the season. Like you say, they've got nothing to lose. I imagine we're going to see a lot of 4th downs tonight.
Yeah, that's the reason I was asking the question about some substitutions. And, again, maybe playing a safety versus a linebacker when you've got these 5 receivers constantly in the pattern.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that's an adjustment that Coach Meyer thinks that they need to make. I do know that they very much trust these linebackers. They're such good athletes, and Mitchell Good is excellent in coverage. Matthew Haney is excellent in coverage. So it gives them the option to keep those guys on the field. The tough part's matching up with it, right? I mean, you're getting 4 receiver sides here.
You're getting 4 wide receivers. These are not running backs they're splitting out, right?
Correct.
So 4 to the right, single to the left. He's got a good pocket this time. There it is. That ball was tipped.
It's Matt Syriac on the interception.
Syriac right into his arms.
I believe that is Matt Syriac's 5th, maybe 6th interception on the season.
Yeah, that was actually a good pass there. There he is.
That's number 7.
Wow, that's great. So with 4:24 left in the first quarter, the Hornets get the turnover. They're at their own 40 now. But again, another good pass there. The receiver just didn't handle it.
Yeah.
They put it up in the air perfectly for him. But that's what we need. Now let's get it back down here, right? So
Yeah.
let's see. Styles back in the backfield.
Jet motion. They're going to give it to Silico.
He gets around the corner, breaks a few tackles. He's still alive. And
Nicely done.
it's a big pass. That's 33 on the tackle. Hendrick Sickles. But again, another huge gain down to Copley's 36. But there's a holding call, I think is what I'm seeing from the official here.
That appears
Yeah.
to be correct, a holding
Yeah.
call here.
Highland's walking back, so.
Holding. Offense.
Gosh, they didn't need
10
to hold
yards
there.
from the spot of the foul.
No.
Repeat first down.
Well, Johnny did a nice job on that run, too. He's kind of patient, let those blocks set up a little bit.
Yeah, he had a lot of room there. Yeah.
So that's 10 yards from the spot.
Yeah, so we're going to be 2nd and 16. Oh, no, first and 16. Yeah, right. They took the
Not
penalty.
a loss of down.
So Styles right at the middle, but not the cleanest holder. That's 25 and 8 for them. 8's having a good game, Ratonio Childs.
Max Elliott.
But hit him
There
pretty
as
quick
well.
there. They only gained about 2 on that play. So 2nd and 14.
Guys, the trainers are currently working with Marquis and Giannini down here. Lots of stretching going on. clear the cool night affecting some of the players as they get ready to go back out on defense.
Yeah, that up tempo I would think would eventually have an effect on them, right?
Sure, sure.
So double slot here, but then there's motion. Lurtz is winding up. Ugh.
It's intercepted.
That is number 7. Scooby Stanford. It's like a little wheel route there or something, maybe from the slot, not from the back. There was no back, but that did not get to the receiver.
No, and just overthrown just a little bit, and a lot of credit there to Scooby Stanford, sitting on that route. Obviously something that they have seen, and he made a nice play on the ball there.
So quickly turned back over. 3:17 left in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10 now for Copley. They're at their own 40. Yeah, so the secondary, we've been talking about him. You got Crutchley and
Hill are the safeties.
right. Savon's on the one corner.
And Matt Syriac on the other.
Here's
There's
the screen again, and that time they got a good block. That's going to be a first down.
It's Ben Firestein again.
Yeah, they got a good block on Syriac there, right at the point,
Yes.
and gave him some room to run. So 3 to the right, 2 to the left. He's under pressure. Yep, we got him.
That Andrew
That's
Tadalinsky.
Tadalinsky. He almost got away from him, but Tat reached out, grabbed him by the shoulder pad, and ripped him down.
Really nice job there by Andrew.
I'm sure he's glad to finally get him after chasing
Finally
him
get
all
a
that
hand-
time, right?
Get a hand on him. Tough young man to get a hold of.
Did you notice we're down to oh, wait, what's going on? We're down to 3 down linemen.
Got 4 linebackers in the game right now.
Yeah. We blitzed.
Bringing
We're
pressure.
chasing them.
Oh.
Okay.
Broken up.
Well, that was
Syriac and Good both
was
making
that
plays
good?
on that ball.
Good flashed in front of. Was that good?
I believe so.
Yeah, Syriac. They both flashed in front of him, which I think caused him to drop that. I can't believe he got the ball out of there. He's being chased by 3 guys.
And I'll tell you what, I think what you're seeing is that may be the adjustment that we're going to see Coach Meyer make as far as bringing pressure, because
it looked like he had 3 down linemen, 2 guys blitzed, 5-man pressure.
Right, and you're forcing him to get the ball out of his hands a little quicker.
So 4th and 9. This time they're going to punt though. Get away from that.
And that goes out about the 32-yard
Yep,
line.
Yep. So 2:02 left in the first quarter.
Hey, really nice job by the defense right there. You get a gain of 9 on first down, and then you get the big sack there out of Tadalinsky. After a turnover, getting the 3 and out.
Right.
Get the offense right back on the field.
Coming back on after only
Right.
2 plays from the offense, right? Yeah, so they need a little break here. So we've only had the 1 pass, right? That was the interception?
That's correct.
Yeah, so let's see if they – and that was only because of the down and distance due to the interception.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, the holding penalty, I mean.
Got Noah Robinson in the backfield now.
There's the jet sweep. That's a great cut.
Silico, nice job.
That was 19 on the tackle. Devon Nixon. But that was a great cut back into the center of the field.
As the season has gone, seeing Johnny, in those jet situations, he's become much more patient. Let those blocks set up, and he's so quick. He gets his foot in the ground, gets upfield.
He's a junior, but did he have much playing time last year, Jay?
I don't believe so. No.
Yeah, so I think you're right. The more times he touches it, the better.
You see the game slowing down for him a little bit.
There's Noah off the left tackle. He's untouched for the first 10 yards. Still plowing ahead. That's a great run also.
It's Ben Firestein. Brings him down, but
that's like a 20-yard gain, roughly. 21 yards, they're telling me.
Really nice job there. Offensive line is doing a really nice job opening up these holes.
That's Madden Huska on the left tackle spot. Who's in the tight end? 45 for us?
I think it's Shondel.
Okay. There's another good cut by Noah. It's run out of bounds by Devon Nixon, but that's another big gain. Another Oh, there's an injury.
Timeout. Officials timeout.
That's,
Injury timeout.
That's 53 for Copley, folks.
What's going on, guy? Come on. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Yeah.
Okay. Well, as you heard, the ref talking to him. So I think that's a first down
You
for
need
us.
some help getting them off,
22.
Coach? Okay. Okay.
I think that's the same player that was down
We
before.
we in bounds? Are we in bounds? We're out.
So 1:03 left in the first quarter, folks. First and 10 for the Hornets at the 22.
I imagine we're going to see a steady dose of the run game here.
Yeah, no reason to throw
No,
it,
I
right?
mean, you're getting
the line looks great.
Yeah.
So I'll give you some numbers. You tell me. I know 64 is Huska for sure. 77, 56, 52. That's for us. So Ben Fern, Brady Bendow. I don't remember calling his name this year, but I'm sure of that number. There's Noah off the right tackle with a huge hole. Makes a nice cut, and I think he's going to go. Oh, he got tripped up by 19 again. Devon Nixon. It's another Copley player down. Number 11. So 51 left in the first quarter. It's going to be first and goal at the 4. Looks like he might have. Did he get up? He did hop up. Look like he's like having a cramp or something, but I think they're going to make him go off. Yeah, so 11 looks all right, folks. That's Jay Stanford.
56 is Brody Davis, the center.
Okay. I didn't quite make it over to the right guard and the right tackle, but we'll get them on there too.
Carson,
52 and 54.
Carson Noonan and Andrew Tadalinsky are your guard and tackle on the right side.
Styles, left guard, touchdown.
When in doubt, give it to 10.
Right. 36 seconds left, first quarter.
Really nice drive there. You know, coming off that turnover, you get your 3 and out.
I hate to say it, it was almost too quick for the defense, right? We picked up some big chunks there. The defense has got to be like, are we going back in already? Right?
No, you're absolutely right.
That didn't take us but about a minute and a half, I think, because there were some injuries and stuff stopping the clock. So here's Dubkowski with Janikis holding. Good snap. Kicks up. It's good.
Nice job there by Jake.
So 14-0, 36 left in the first half.
Hey, while we got a second, and we just watched Jacob knock one through the uprights, why don't you tell us what you saw out of him? He made a penalty kick the other night.
He did. That was actually a crazy play. There was a handball in the box by the Cleveland Heights player. The ref didn't hesitate to call it. It led to some mayhem. The coach for Cleveland Heights then came on the field, got himself a yellow card. There actually had been some rough play before that even happened, but then Jake buried the kick, got the goalie going left, and Jake went right, and that won the game for us with, like I said, 3.5 left. The one thing I forgot to do is to thank our sponsor, North Gateway Tire. Can't believe, and I'm sure I'm going to hear from Kim Kelps about this. I can't believe I forgot him. But anyhow, our premier live stream partner this year, folks, the whole reason we've been here for the live stream, which Jay and I love doing, is North Gateway Tire, along with Bell's Electric and the Highland Athletic Boosters. But North Gateway is the significant contributor. North Gateway has been in Medina since 1979. A wide range of passenger and truck tires, including Michelin, Bridgestone, Firestone, Yokohama, Kenda, Toyo, and Nexen. They also carry lawn and garden, agricultural, and off-road tires. I'll finish that up in a second. We're about to kick off here. But we want to thank them, and you should thank them too. A big Highland family, big supporters of the Highland sports program. So here's Jake with the kick. They have dropped back a little bit more, but
another nice boot there. Down to about the 8-yard line.
That's 11 with the ball. Oh, he stumbles a little. Oh, my gosh. I didn't see who pushed him there, but that was Jay Stanford with the return. And actually, he's down again now. I think he's got a cramp or something. That's the second time he's been down in a row. But that was really good coverage.
Really good coverage. I think that was about a 1-yard kick return.
I think they had a return left on there, and Jacob kicks it all the way to our left, which really makes it a long run for him.
Timeout. Officials timeout, injury timeout.
Yeah, 11's still down, folks. He's back down. So 29 seconds left now in the first quarter. Well, this is good though, actually, right? Give our defense a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, these guys probably need a little break here. You know, this Copley offense is you know, they show flashes, and they've made some chunk plays, and they've done some good things.
Well, like I said, even the turnover was a great pass. The receiver just didn't catch it, right?
Right.
But he's hit. Even the balls that have been complete are on target with the receivers. But our coverage has been good, given the pressure of the 5 receivers out there.
Yeah, and I'm going to be interested to see the continued adjustments we see out of Coach Meyer and this defensive staff.
Yeah, we should figure out who that 4th linebacker is, right? Whoever came in for. Let me see if I can get it. Zach Weibel usually start.
Yeah, he's normally one of the defensive ends.
I see Lucas. I'm looking for the linebackers.
Well, they could be going back to the 4-3 here to start the.
Yeah. Well, this deep, right?
Right. Because I see the usual suspects on the field now.
All right, so number 11 is up. They're walking him off. Looks like it's something with his right leg. He's a little bit soft on the right leg there, but they did get him off the field. And he looks all right. He's going really under his own power. All right, so 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Andrew, how's our rushing stats?
It's all the stats. It's 145.
145 on the ground for the Hornets. That's right. We don't have any completions yet, do we? No, we got 3 up there, Jay. 51-9, and I'm guessing that's Marquis or Tadalinsky maybe on the other end.
Looks like Logan Akers is now on the field.
Little bubble screen out to the left.
So I think what they did is they went to a 3-4. They're playing 4 linebackers.
Yeah.
Logan, another really good, solid player.
So he gained about 5 on that play. 2nd and 5, 5 seconds left. He fumbles, he picks it up. There's a flag, and he is hit hard. I think that was Haney. Yep, that's Matthew Haney with that
stick
hit.
there by Matthew Haney.
But there's some flag. Looks like it's on the Hornets. So that's the end of the first quarter, folks. It's 14 for the Hornets, 0 for the Copley Indians.
It's going to have about a third and 4 coming out of the.
I think they. Well, again, if there's a penalty on us, it might be a first down.
I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them make that call yet. I think they would have made that call by now. So
it was the side judge over here on Highland's side. Still talking about it. All right, so hit me, Andrew. How many rushes for how many yards? 145 was the total?
Yep, 145, and they've got 18 rushes.
18 rushes for 145. And no completions, which is exactly what we talked about, right?
Correct.
That's about 8 yards a carry. Touchdown for Lurtz, a touchdown for Styles. That gives Styles how many on the year, Jay?
Styles needs 151 to get to 1,000.
I'll let you know. Thank you.
So Styles has 14 on the year, right?
Yes.
And another one for Lurtz.
Lurtz has got 5 on the ground.
Yep. Well, they picked up the flag. It's 3rd and 4. Here's the start of the second quarter. That was kind of a funky little bubble screen, right? They went upfield to 5 yards. They were already blocking. but he hit him, and that's a first down now.
Looks like Savon forced him out of bounds on that far side. And going straight to the line of scrimmage.
That's
Another
a good
bubble.
play there.
Savon saw that
yeah,
one coming.
yeah.
That's the second one tonight that he has read right from the rip.
Well, the best thing is he's beating the block,
Yes.
right? The slot is trying to get out there to block him right away, and
He's
Savon's getting around that.
He's getting real close to beating the ball there. So,
Yep.
you know.
So that's a loss on the play. 2nd and 13, I think.
Hornets sticking in this 3-4.
Looks like it's a timeout for Copley. Coach,
Timeout. Copley.
All right.
Copley timeout. Their first timeout of the half.
All right, so another timeout, folks. Let me finish up on North Gateway. Like I said, they've been in Medina for since 1979. They've been voted Medina County's best tire store for the last 27 years. They have 27 service bays. They will get you in and out fast. They're on Pearl Road, 330-725-8473. North Gateway Tire, they go to distance for you. We really appreciate their sponsorship this season. Again, Bell's Electric, our boy Brent Belsole, and the Highland Athletic Boosters. We've had fun up here, I know. I hope you've enjoyed it at home.
Yeah, let's send it down to the field here.
Couple of keys to the first half, guys. Obviously, the speed of Copley, but they've made their fair share of mistakes. They're really going to have to turn it on here in the second half. The defense of the Hornets has been absolutely phenomenal. I know Coach Gibbons has got to be happy.
All right, so 2nd and 13. We got 4 to the left. He's rolling
Short.
that way. It's a little back.
throwback.
Yeah, it's like a little wide receiver screen, but back in the middle. We actually played that pretty well.
Really did. They picked up about 5 or 6 on the play, but nice job by the defense. Those guys staying home. And
That was Logan Akers that made that tackle, I think.
nice job, Logan.
Yeah, that was an interesting play, right? Like a screen, but right in the middle from the receiver from the other side. So now we go 3 to the right, 2 to the left. There's a false start. Yep, the right tackle for Copley.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
So that's going to make, that's actually really helpful for the Hornets. They had 3rd and 8, which we've seen is manageable for them. Now it's 3rd and 13.
Imagine we're going to see some pressure here from Highland. Going to bring at least one of these linebackers as Lucas goes
oh my gosh.
untouched.
Oh, gosh, that's a great move to get away. And he, wow. He almost completed that, right? To Andrew McKnight on the sideline there. Got away from the pressure.
He's elusive. Did a nice job avoiding. It looked like a Weibel and Styles in pursuit there.
Yeah, and then throws against his body, though, and gets it 25 yards downfield, right? All right, so we missed this last time. This is number 4 doing the punting. That's Carter Noel.
And it looks like Syriac and Hill back to receive the punt.
Oh, that was close to a block.
Syriac makes a catch,
Wow, he
breaks a
three
couple tackles.
Needs a block. There it is.
And
Wow. How many is that for him this year? Is that his 3rd?
I believe that's his 4th.
Wow. The 4th punt return for a touchdown this year, folks. 10-13 in the second quarter.
You know, he's had a couple of those in really big spots, too. I distinctly remember the punt return for a touchdown at Talmadge, you know, early in the Suburban League season. And that was a tight game. And it's just such a momentum swing. And he's just done such a nice job back there this year.
Janikis holding. Dubkowski's kick is good. He broke about 3 tackles there, Jay,
Yes, he
about
did.
the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like they had him bottled up. And he's a big young man, tough man to tackle. So
got to be fun though if you're on the special teams to block for him, right? He
Absolutely.
keeps getting blocks down the field.
Plays never dead.
Yeah. So 10-13 left, 21-0 Hornets.
Guys, as they were coming off the field, the coach looked at me with a big smile, said, quote, "We'll take that."
Yeah. Thanks, Michael.
I don't think anybody's ever going to turn down a punt return
Well,
for a touchdown.
Unless you're on the defense for the Hornets. 'Cause now your rest
True, you are
was,
right back out
is
there.
literally about 2 or 3 minutes here, right, on the kickoff. So gosh, 4 punt returns in a seat. That's Eric Metcalf-like, right? Do you know who that is, Andrew? Eric Metcalf. Have you heard of him? Okay, just checking. Andrew's a little bit younger than us, folks. I was like, I'll pull some highlights up for you later. You can watch them with me.
If you want a good laugh, they gave a bobblehead of his away at the Rubber Ducks. I went, "Who is Eric Metcalf?"
Oh,
How can you say that?
Wow. Well, that's the guy who calls the 72nd yard line, Jay.
Well,
I
that's a
mean,
good point.
right?
That's a valid
Yeah.
point.
All right. Here we go. We're kicking from the west end to the east end. It's 10-13 left. A little shorter kick this time. That's 13 with the ball. He's going to his right. He's got some blockers. And
Still alive over there.
wow. Finally, and there's a flag. Creed Hill finally hit him hard to knock him out of bounds. That was Raymond Brown. That was a good return, actually. Some good blocking. Let's see what the penalty is. They're pointing towards the Hornets. Wonder if maybe somebody caught a face mask or something.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, Coach Gibbons will not be happy about that, right?
No, those are penalties that are avoidable.
After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike, number 28 of Highland. It's his first of his second to be ejected. First down, Copley.
Garrett Phillips, I didn't see it happen.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. But those are avoidable penalties. That's a young man. That's a sophomore. So you learn from it. You move on. But certainly avoidable penalties.
So that actually puts the ball past midfield there at the 48 of the Hornets. It's a keeper.
It was read well.
I'm pretty sure that was Tadalinsky that had him initially.
I think I agree with you there.
Held on to him. He still gained about 3.
He did. That was a good hard run there.
Yeah. All right, so 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 2nd and 7. Tried to hit him there in the seam, overthrew Ben Firestone. 9:31 left. Boy, he can wing it, can't he?
Yes, he can. Throws a nice ball.
And he was open there, too. That ball's down a little bit.
He was. Crutchley was coming from over the top there, but there was a little window to get that thing into. Just a little bit too tall for Firestein.
Oh, got a running back there finally. And something happened. The center never snapped it.
I think that is
so that's going to be a false start.
Dead ball. False start. Highland offensive line. 5 yards. Still third down.
Copley offensive line is what he meant. But so that'll make it 3rd and 12. And timeout, Hornets. Something was going on there.
I think that there was a substitution issue right
Timeout.
Yeah, Mitchell Good
Highland.
got caught.
Highland's second timeout.
I saw the coach talking to him. Mitchell actually stepped off, and then I think realized they only had 10 players.
Yeah, I saw Tommy Turk running on the field. I believe Lucas Stiles was coming off. But you use your timeout, get it straightened out.
Right.
Still
we're
3rd and 12.
We're down to 1 timeout. Not that we're going to need it, I don't think. But 9:29 in the second. Right. Yeah, that's a great point Andrew just made, right? Like, that's a mistake you can't have when you get to playoff time.
No, I think that's 100% correct. You know, you've got to be sharp with your substitutions. And, you know, you're in this situation like you were talking about earlier. You know, they're playing so up-tempo. These substitutions have got to happen quickly, and everybody's got to be on the same page. Who's going where, when, and you can't use timeouts.
And to your point, switching from the 4-man defensive line to 3 men, but you got to know who you're going in and out for, right? So 4 to the left, 3rd and 12. Little motion there from 4. He rolls to his left. He's going to keep it. Boy, he is a good athlete.
Yes,
and that was Creed Hill.
Forced out by Creed and Matt Haney, it looked like.
So 4th and 5. At the 43, I would think they'll go here.
Yeah, that was good pursuit on that play, though. That looked like that was going to open up, like he might have a little bit of room. And really nice job by Creed and Matt Haney coming over to force him out of bounds before he could bust loose.
Oh, boy, the defense really gave a lot of room there, but I think they stopped him.
I think they did. As Mitchell good.
Lucas was there, too. And Savan, I think, too, eventually. But
Mitchell leads the team in tackles, and you know, in open space, I think he's our best tackler. And those are tough. That's a tough play to make right there, and he did a nice job getting him on the ground before he could gain the first down yardage.
Yeah, he was about a yard or two short when he caught it, so they closed on him well there. 9:13 left in the second quarter, so that's a turnover on downs. But like I said, it looked like when I first saw the play, the reaction was the defense had played too far off, right? Past the first down marker.
Closed it down nicely. Haven't seen the offense in a while.
Here's Noah. Give it to him. He bounces it out to the right. He was running behind Logan Marquis there.
Like Carter Noel on the stop for Copley.
About a 6-yard gain.
A nice gain on first down. Exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah. That's the part I love about the Hornets running attack, Jay, is you got Lucas, who's the power guy. You got Noah, who's kind of your speed guy, right?
Yeah.
Change it up a little.
Noah has been huge for this offense this year. And he's got 545 rushing yards on the season.
There he goes again, bouncing it outside. He's got a great block on the corner there.
Really nice block by Sam Napier up there from that wide receiver position. Sprung him for another 15 yards.
That was Javon Reeves and Ben Firestein on the tackle, but again, another huge gain. Yeah, what was the game? Lucas, Noah picked up the load the one game. What was, was that Aurora?
No, that was.
Or was that the Falls? Man, I got my weeks all crossed up in my head. But Lucas was having a little bit of an injury.
Right.
And Noah really carried the load that week. So 1st and 10 at the 25 now. Styles is back in. Breaks a tackle on the left side. And that was a pretty good hit, actually.
Yeah, it was.
By number 8. Ratonio Childs came up and hit him pretty good there.
Well, I know Noah last week at Aurora had a big run. I want to say a 58-yard touchdown run. At a point in time in the game where the game was still very much in doubt, and it was a big momentum swing after a turnover. He got loose on the right side and did a really nice job on a 58-yard run to kind of extend the lead. He's just been so huge for this offense this year.
Play action. Lurtz rolls right.
Silico on the catch.
Silico down just inside the 2.
Nice little play action, a little short roll out there.
That's the ball we talk about we like from Lurtz, right?
Yeah.
10 to 15 yards, can really step into it, rolling to his right there.
He's got a good, strong arm, and on those, he throws the ball well on the run and put that one right on the numbers right there.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like for Robinson, for me, he coming off the injury last year, this is great for him for his senior year to be having a good senior year, right? Because it was a long rehab for him.
Yeah,
all right, Styles from the 2, I would guess, eh? And he walks in.
Nicely done there by the Hornets.
And another good drive.
Cave down that right side of the defensive line, and Styles goes in untouched.
How many plays was that, Andrew, please? Only 4 plays to go 55 yards roughly. 5 plays to go 55 yards. All 61, thank you. So 6:49 left in the second. And Janicus holding. Good snap. And another good kick from Jake Dubkowski. So 28-0 with 6:49 left. I mean, I hate to say it, Jay, but really, right? We're healthy. We're almost to the 30 running clock, right?
Yeah.
You know, and again, these short drives, 5 plays is not a lot of rest for the defense, right?
Defense. I'm sure time of possession is very lopsided, but the score,
right?
The score is kind of going the opposite
That'll
direction.
be a good one for me to ask the boys when I see them this week, like Tadalinsky and Marquis and them. Like, how were you catching your breath that fast, right?
I guess Tadalinsky's used to it. He plays both sides of the ball.
That's true. That's true. All right, so Jake Dubkowski to kick. It is 13-5 back for Copley. Ben Firestein and Raymond Brown.
Good boot. Fielded about the 10.
That's Brown. Bounces it out, and wow, he made a great cut to get through about 5 guys there. That was Creed Hill with the tackle at about the 21.
You know, again, just really good coverage. You know, he catches that ball at the 10 and the return to the 21. 11-yard kickoff returns. You'll take that all day long.
All right.
So really nice coverage there by the Hornets.
So what would you be thinking here, Jay, in terms of getting ready for the playoffs now, though? I mean, you're in control of this game. What are you thinking as a coach?
You know, I would think that we're still going to see the starters here for a little while, at least get you through the half. But I'm sure it won't be long till we start seeing them sprinkling some guys in. Certainly protecting some guys.
There's a run finally. He's hit immediately. That's 51-21 for us.
So that's Weibel and Hill.
That was Carter Noel with the carry. Is that their first rush?
Without the quarterback, yes.
That was the first non-quarterback rush for Copley.
I said Weibel and Hill. My apologies. That was Logan Akers.
Okay.
The linebacker spot, along with Weibel.
Little motion, roll to the left,
Short
which
roll
they
out.
like for him.
Trying to run this wheel route up here.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, that was well read there by Matt Syriac.
he got a hand on it.
He
Then
did.
Then it was off the receiver's hands, and then Crutchley came in and hit him hard. He's actually down. I can't see the number, folks.
Number 15, Greg. Number
Thanks,
15
Mike.
is down.
Officials timeout,
That's
injury timeout.
That's Chris Carter for Copley. But Crutchley came in and hit him on the sideline there. 6:05 left in the second period.
You know, those wheel routes are tough to cover, and a lot of credit to Matt Syriac on that play, reading that, seeing it, getting a hand on the football there.
Well, the interesting part is, like, when Owens gets outside, that immediately puts pressure on you, right? I mean, he's a
Absolutely.
great athlete,
Yes.
so I mean, he can throw it, and we've seen him. He's a good runner too. So,
Well, the Hornets have done a nice job being disciplined in those situations because, you know, you can't, as a defensive back or a linebacker, you can't vacate coverage responsibilities against him because you know he's going to throw it late. But at the same time, you know, our defensive line is doing a nice job in pursuit. You know, he has not gotten loose on a scramble situation so far. So
Right.
done a really nice job with that.
Guys, I was wrong on the number. It is 19, Devon Nixon. They are looking at his right ankle at this time.
thank you, sir. So 6:05 left in the second. We're on an injury timeout, folks.
Never like seeing these type of situations.
Guys, they are clearing a path here. We're going to have an extended delay, it appears.
Well, I'll try to mention a couple things, folks. Number one, the Highland Athletic Boosters still have our car raffle going. I don't have it in front of me. It's a 2022 GMC Terrain. It's actually parked in front of the stadium. It's a beautiful car, black GMC Terrain. You can buy a ticket for that for $20. Due to the generosity of Medina Auto Mall and Northern Ohio Buick dealers, every dollar that we get from ticket sales goes right back to the Highland Athletic Boosters, which supports our athletic teams. So thank you to them, again, Medina Auto Mall and Northern Ohio Buick dealers for that. We've actually picked a date. We will pick the winner is a home basketball game on December 16th. That's a Friday. So we will actually draw the ticket that night for the winner of that car. So you can find that at Highland, from the Highland School webpage. If you go to the Athletic Boosters homepage, you'll see a link there to go and buy the ticket. All right, they are getting him up. It is number 19. He's favoring his right leg. That's Devon Nixon. As I was saying, folks, go to the Athletic Boosters page, which you can get to from the school's homepage. If you click Boosters, Athletic Boosters, right on the front page, you'll see a picture of the car. You can get to the QR code there, buy a ticket. It's $20 for your chance to win. I think, if I remember right, roughly it's about a $32,000 car. And the details are there on the page. All right, here we go. Back at 6:05 in the second quarter. Play action. Well, that was a big stick.
Matt Syriac, again, read that well. They brought him in motion and just tried to get it to him in some open space, but Matt Syriac read that really well, came up, made a nice hit right there.
That is number 4, Carter Noel. Yeah, that was an interesting play, right? Like kind of like a delayed screen with the receiver coming across the formation.
Right.
But as you mentioned, our guys have been staying home all night.
Yes.
Stayed home in his spot and therefore was right on the play.
Well, I don't think that you have this elite of a defense unless you've got a bunch of really disciplined kids, and that's just another example of that right there.
All right, so he's up and he looks okay, Carter Noel. The other thing I want to point you to, folks, is the highlandfoundation.org. Check it out there. They've got their big fundraiser for the year.
I'm going to wind it on the whistle, Dewan. I'm going to wind it on the whistle.
Hopefully that ref figures out the button.
I'm winding on the whistle. Here we go.
He's winding on the whistle, folks, in case you couldn't hear that as clearly as we could hear that. All right, here we go.
I'm glad he shut it down before he blew the whistle.
It's a punt. That was number 1 kicking it. That was the quarterback, actually. So, yeah, the punter had just gotten hurt, right?
Yes.
So Creed Hill gets it. He breaks it to the left side, down the sideline, and that's going to be a late hit on DeJuan Owens. So Creed Hill with a nice return there. DeJuan Owens was the punter, and then late hit. Some frustration, I assume.
Yeah. Hornets going to have real good field position to start this.
Yeah, so he's out at the 29, and it looks like they'll
dead ball. Personal foul.
Yeah, 15.
Late hit out of bounds. Number 1. 15 yards from the spot. First down. So
5:22 left in the second quarter. That's going to be really good field position, and this will get us to the running clock and hopefully some substitutions, because that was exactly my point there. You got Creed Hill out there, vital to the defense.
Right. Right.
We don't need to get him hurt on a punt return in a game we've got under control, right?
Sure.
As I was mentioned, folks, the Highland Foundation, that's coming up on November 12th. That's their dinner auction. That's their big fundraiser of the foundation. They do a ton of good stuff for all the schools, the elementaries, the middle school, and the high school. It's called Emerald City this year. It's at Weymouth Country Club. Check it out at highlandfoundation.org.
Yeah, they do a really nice job with that event every year.
Yeah, the best is the teams put some baskets there for raffling, I believe. All right, that's Stiles off the right tackle, and he is literally untouched for 14 yards and a touchdown. So
offensive line is asserting their dominance right now.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, again, Copley's got to be worn down, right? We're about to go to 35 probably. We're still in the first half. They've had a few injuries. So Janik is holding. And that's good. That was a nice job by Janicus there. That snap was a little bit behind him, actually.
Yeah, nice job.
And got it down for Jake Dubkowski. So 35-0, 5:16 left in the second.
Yeah, so unless the coaches have agreed pregame or right now, the running clock is not going to start until the second half.
Okay.
We have seen teams do that in the first half this year, but it's got to be agreed upon by the coaches.
Oh, well, and so again, now we're under control. We can talk playoffs. I didn't want to do it too much before the game, but I knew we had a game. We knew we had clinched a spot based off it. So, again, I don't think we pass Avon. They're probably going to win, but even if they lose, I still don't think we can pass them.
Right.
But so we'll have a home game next week for sure. That's Ashland or Oregon Clay. We don't know anything about them.
Right.
Let me see if I can dig out records on them.
I looked at that. I want to say Ashland might have been a game below 500. They might be 4-5. Oregon Clay's got to be somewhere in that range. But being in that 2 spot, you know, you're going to get yourself 2 home games if you get past the first.
All right, Dubkowski to kick off. 5 and 13 back to receive it. That's number 5 for Copley.
Firestein.
And he's hit pretty quickly there by 2.
Really good coverage again.
And 28. Garrett Phillips. That's good to see him step back up, right?
Nice job there by that young
after
man.
that penalty before. Sorry, what was I checking? Oh, Oregon Clay. Yeah, I'm old, folks. You got to give me a little bit of a break, right? All right, so Ashland is 5 and 4 heading into tonight. Oregon Clay is also 5 and 4.
Okay.
And again, I don't think Sylvania can pass them even with a win or a loss by them. The point spread is too much. Oh, so Ashland needs to win to get in? Actually, they both do. So they both need a win tonight to basically guarantee a spot. They're the only 2 teams in the region. And that's the unofficial spot. That's the Joe Itel spot. JoeItel.com, folks. Go check that out. Oh, there's a fumbled snap. And
it's all over that one.
That's Marquis. That was 4. Picked it up. Noel. And Marquis hit him right away. Picked that ball off the ground. So again, folks, JoeItel.com. EITEL is the last name for him. That's an unofficial spot, but he's been doing it for years.
Spot on every time.
Yeah, he knows the calculations. He knows how the state does it, and he'll give you the scenarios even in some columns, like if you win out or don't win out.
Right.
All right, there's motion across the formation. It's a quarterback draw, and he runs right into 45. Jack Howard. So we're starting to make some substitutions. 51 also, that was Weibel. That's good to see Howard out there now. So the starting line is still the same. I see Giannini, I see Marquis, and I see Zach Weibel out there. They actually got Weibel playing it. Well, I guess it's an end now in a 3-4.
It looks to me like they've got Lucas. They got Lucas off the field.
Logan Akers is out there now too in the center.
Mitchell Good's still out there playing outside linebacker as well.
So 3rd and 16, little motion. He rolls left. We've seen this play, and that is incomplete. That was intended for 21. Andrew McKnight. That'll make it 4th and 16.
Hornets had that very well read. Again, Matt Syriac sitting on that route, ready to make that play.
Yeah, we've seen that play a couple times. I wonder why they don't have a little variants on it where somebody's coming back across the field, right? Rolling left, but somebody coming back. But we've got those 3 guys covered now. So I think that's Noel back again to punt. And Syriac and Creed are still back there to receive it. It's going to take a bounce. Yeah, and that was a good play there, actually, by Syriac to get away from it. Takes a Copley bounce. It's going to roll down to about the Hornets 39, 3:34 left in the game. All right, so it looks to me like the starting offense is coming back out.
Yeah, this group hasn't played that much.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
They've scored so quickly.
I see a 40 down there for us. I don't have that on my roster, do you?
I do not.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but he's the wide receiver on the right-hand side in the trips. So Noah's in the backfield, Noah Robinson. It's a handoff to him. He's hit immediately. That was 25 and 14 for Copley. Max Elliott and Deron Henderson caught Noah pretty much at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 10. The clock's running. It's about 3 minutes left. Yeah, I see Tommy Turk out there for sure. Can't really tell in the line if we made some changes. Lurtz under center. Motion. It's play action. He drops back. He lets it loose.
Looking for that wheel route.
Oh, my gosh. I hate to say it, but did you see Sam Napier? Look where he's at. He was running free down in between the hashes there. Lurtz instead went to the sideline. That was Silico, right?
But it was.
Well,
yeah, they had him on they brought him in motion running that wheel route.
But Scooby Stanford had him covered. But like I said, when they go back to the film on Monday, Napier was running.
Yeah.
He ran right past the safety.
I'm sure that wheel route's the #1 read, but they had that covered up pretty well.
Yeah. All right. So 3rd and 10, 2:48 left in the second. It's play action again. Lurtz rolls right, and it's incomplete. Oh, wait. And the ref's Copley's saying incomplete, and the ref is marking it. So
Appears the ruling is a catch here, guys.
they're talking about it.
And they're giving them the first down on that? I got one referee waving sticks. No, 4th down.
Officials timeout.
Yeah, they're going to talk about this one. I had a flashback there. Did you watch Lurtz on that play, Jay?
Yes, I did.
He rolled right.
I actually watched
So
even
did I.
after because I didn't even see whether the ball was caught or not because I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, but their defender pulled up.
He did.
Right, which was not what we saw a few weeks ago.
No.
Yeah, once the ball was out, he pulled up, so that was good. So 2:41 left in the second quarter. It's an officials timeout. I don't know if they're questioning the catch or if they're questioning the spot.
Hey, yes, sir.
Guys, Copley ended up calling a timeout there. It is 4th down. It looks like the ball is going to stick. What do you think about the 51-yard line?
Oh.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think it's the 51 and a half.
All right, so it's 4th and 1 where they have it spotted. It's actually more like a half a yard. Maybe a full yard. So Styles is back in. There he goes.
It's going to be plenty for the first.
Yeah, that was a good tackle, though. Number
nice
20. Jojo Munzberg, that's the first time we've announced him tonight, but he came up and made a nice hit on Lucas.
Nice play there. Not an easy guy to tackle one-on-one.
I don't think they started the clock there. There they go. Now they started it. I was certain that ball was in play. All right, 1st and 10 now, and the clock is running. A little surprised they were throwing it there, right? Instead of just running it, running out to halftime, but a couple throws in a row.
And they may be trying to work on some things at this point,
Yep,
too.
yep. It's another pass. Little quick hitter
Good
out
ball.
to the right.
Tommy Turk.
Tommy Turk.
Good ball there by Andrew Lertz.
Yep, again, the one we like, right? The nice short hitter. Clock running, just about 2 minutes left. Well, and as we talked about early in the season, too, Jay, the best thing is getting a varsity experience for the other boys, right?
Sure.
I mean, especially with all the seniors we talked about. Lertz keeps it. Got a huge hole. 45 and 20 on the tackle there.
Andrew did another nice read there, and then he did a good job avoiding contact, kind of giving himself up.
Cam Dalton and JoJo Munzberg again on the tackle. Clock running, 1:30 left. It's going to be another 1st down. They're down to the 25-yard line of Copley.
It's going to be Styles.
Makes another good cut. 25 hits him, and he's in again. A 25-yard touchdown run. How many is that for him tonight? That's his 4th. Well, how many is that for the year, Jay? Whatever silly number. 17. Yeah, what a great season. Jeez.
And he's got to be pushing 1,000 yards now.
Okay, Janikis is holding. Does another nice job. Dubkowski is up, and he is good. So 42-0 with 1:14 left in the 2nd quarter. Is he going to be short? What's he at?
He's at 969 on the season.
What we're talking about, folks, is Lucas Stiles hitting 1,000 yards for the season. He's 31 yards short currently. Like we mentioned, 17 touchdowns on the season.
And the thing is like to keep in mind with that number too is, you know, he's done that on probably 135, 140 attempts on the year.
How many attempts tonight, Andrew, for Stiles? How many attempts for Stiles tonight, please? So 134, Jay.
Yeah. So 134 rushes.
Let's see, 969 divided by 134.
7.2 yards per carry.
A gaudy 7.2 yards per carry. All right, here we go. Dubkowski to kick. 5 and 13 are back. That's a great kick.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, lets it go. Wow, that.
Ooh. Wow, just leaked into the end zone. I'm sure his heart skipped a beat there for a second.
I think he thought it when it was over his head. It was clearly over his head. It was not, just into the end zone. So a touchback. So we'll try to get to halftime here. About a little over a minute left. Looks like the starters are back out there to finish this off.
You know, you're walking that balancing act of protecting guys, but also, you know, staying sharp and getting your reps. So,
right. Yeah, folks, I'll mention real quick with a minute left here. Both bands will be. Oh boy. Handed that off and.
Stacked up by
Mitchell Good with another great hit.
Mitchell Good and Danny Giannini in on that stop.
Crossed me up there. I wasn't sure he handed it off because there was a good hit on the quarterback too. I thought he might still have it, but Mitchell Good makes another great play. Clock's running, less than a minute to go. 42-0 Hornets. I'll try to get the Avon score if I can for you folks, but again, you should expect a game back here. I got to fit this in. I'm glad I just saw this. So former Booster president Jim Florian is watching in Virginia. Jim, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all your previous work in the Boosters. There's a handoff. Boy, that's a good hole for them. That was that's Carter Noel.
Jim did some wonderful, wonderful things here for a long, long time. And that's why he's got a nice plaque on the side of the new field house over here for all the work he did for so many years.
I'm just glad he's tuning in to listen to us.
I love it.
Right? We at least got one listener tonight.
He's probably got us muted, but.
Well, he probably should, but. All right, that was Noel again on the carry, and Giannini and
Weibel
on the tackle. So that's going to go. So like I was saying, folks, both bands will be, the live stream will stay. Jay and I will go off here till the second half, but stick around because you'll see the Copley Band first and then the Pride of Highland Marching Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the pride of Copley High School, the Copley High School Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Michael Foster and Christina Wade, with assistant directors Matt Albrecht and Aaron Welker, percussion instructors Bruce Mist and Matthew Nowak, and color guard instructors John Pullis and Faith O'Hara. The band is led under the field this evening by drum majors Sid Joy and Elena Ray. Tonight, the Copley Band will be performing our 2022 competition show entitled Renewal, featuring Toxic by Britney Spears and excerpts from the Dvorak's New World Symphony. The show features soloists Emma Foster, Joshua Hoover, Libby Blanchard, James Conley, Ryan Lee, Richard Wiggs, Sid Joy, Grace Lancianis, Logan Hilty, Lauren Kramers, Taylor Towns, Kinsey Willis, Opal Laundreville, and Drew Floyd. Please enjoy the Copley High School Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present your 2022 Pride of Highland Marching Band! We open tonight's performance with one of the catchiest pop songs of the late 1990s that was made famous by the Hanson brothers. Here is Bop. We continue tonight's performance with a 1973 top 10 hit from the Doobie Brothers. Here's the Pride of Highland Marching Band favorite and my senior song, Long Train Runnin'. plays our last song. We'd like to invite the entire crowd to stay at the conclusion of tonight's football game to watch our annual glow show. We break out the glow sticks and shut down the stadium lights, and then play some of our favorite tunes from earlier in the season and march in the dark. We close tonight's performance with the music of the American rock band Bon Jovi. Here's their rock hit, It's My Life.
Hey folks, we're back. So, all kinds of stuff going on. Let's see here. Let's go first half stats. Lucas Stiles, 12 rushes. Can you hear us? All right, we had a little technical difficulty there, folks. As I was saying, Lucas Stiles, this is from my boy Andrew, the stat master. Lucas Stiles, 12 rushes, 120 yards, 4 TDs.
Stiles. Okay.
That's 17 touchdowns on the year for him, which we believe, we're checking it out, we think that's a school record. He's, I lost the number there. He's like 31 yards short of 1,000 yards for the season, folks. Noah Robinson, 8 rushes, 96 yards. Andrew Lertz was 3 of 5. He also had a rushing touchdown. For Copley, quarterback was 11. That's Owens. He was 11 of 25 for 92 yards. And Carter Noel, they started rushing with him. Okay, maybe everything I just said over the last 3 minutes was not heard. You could hear me? Okay. So Noel, they rushed him a few times there at the end. He had 4 rushes for 16 yards for Copley. So we're about a little bit over a minute here to start the game.
Yeah, 42-0. We're going to get a running clock here.
Yeah, you think we probably would see the reserves, don't you think, Jay?
I would certainly think it's not going to be long.
Also, folks, I'll see if I can get we've mentioned it already. We're going to have a game next week. Maybe we can try to find the Ashland score or the Oregon Clay score somehow and see who it might be. Or maybe the Avon score just to see how they're doing tonight. So we should be receiving here, I think. Right, Jay?
That is correct. Yeah, Copley won the toss and elected to receive in the first half.
Folks, I know the game is, a little bit out of hand here in Highland's favor, 42-0. Stick with us, though. We're gonna do a few extra things here. The last regular season game, we're gonna have some interviews, trying to line up Principal Knapp, the athletic director John Bailey. There's a new new assistant principal. Sorry. So stick around, listen to those folks. We'll get Michael down there on the sideline with the camera and the mics and see if he can do it. All right, so time is down. I'm gonna go back through some of the results from the other teams too. If you didn't join us early, it was senior night for football, cheer, and cross country. Talk about some of the great results we've had over the past week as the march to the state tournaments of. Avon is winning 31-0, I'm told. So here we go. We're going to receive. It's a short kick. And
He called for a fair catch on that?
I don't know, but they blew it dead right away.
They did.
That was Noah Robinson that caught it, and immediately it was blown dead. Okay, thank you.
Man
There's
behind him.
Saying somebody behind him signaled fair catch. Well, as I look here, I think this is the starters coming out, Jay.
It looks like it.
I wonder if they're going to try to get Lucas to the 1,000-yard mark. What do you think? Up 42-0?
Well, like I've said before, it's these are really tough situations for a coach because you're.
And they give it to Lucas, and he's just carrying guys down the field. That's about
going to get him 15 closer or 16 closer.
About 16 more yards. So as Jay mentioned, it'll be a running clock here the whole second half. Like I said, I'll go back over some of the other results from the other teams. We still got all the teams. Tennis finished up today. Boys golf did not advance, but otherwise we got some teams that are still playing. So try to get to that. It's a little jet sweep there. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, gets a block, cuts it back. That's 45 on the tackle for Copley. Cam Dalton.
We got a hold, it looks like, on Highland.
That was Johnny Silico.
That's the second big run Johnny's had tonight that's going to get called back.
So it's from the spot, which
is going to make it 1st and 9.
Yeah, that was a big run too. That was about a 35-yard run. So 1st and 9 now.
Quick math, I think Styles is 16 shy.
Okay. It's the Styles off the right tackle, but they're ready for him this time. Oh my gosh, he broke that tackle. 20 and 33 hit him immediately. And then 74 and 25. Isaiah Israel and Max Elliott hit him. Like I said, how he broke the first tackle, I don't know, but
Still running hard. Robinson's checked in now in the backfield. Good ball by Andrew Lurtz. Hits Johnny Silico. It's good for a Highland first down. Looked like Johnny just kind of sat down in that zone, found a little opening, and Andrew put it on him pretty quick.
it looks like Copley's playing some other guys up front, though, like on the defensive line. That's Noah, huge hole. Breaks a tackle, and he's in. So that's a 34-yard touchdown run, 35-yard touchdown run for Noah Robinson.
That'll put him over 100 yards on the night. 7th touchdown of the season.
Jake Topkowski on the kick, Peyton Janikis to hold.
I believe that's freshman Dan Miller snapping tonight.
So that's good. It's 49-0. That drive only took 3 minutes and 13 seconds. All right, so as I mentioned, so the boys soccer team won a game here at home Tuesday night against Cleveland Heights. They play at Shaker Heights tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Girls soccer beat Westlake on Thursday night, 3-1. They play at Brecksville Broadview Heights on Monday night, the 24th. I think that's a 7 o'clock game also. Cross country starts the district run tomorrow. They start at Lorraine Community College, I believe is the location. The boys team has an excellent team. They won the league, the American Conference. Eli Hadler was the overall champion, and if they stay healthy, they're top 5-6. They have a chance to go to states, I think, this year if they perform well at Boardman. I think they'll get through districts, no problem.
Nice.
Kelsey Sheridan on the girls' side, I think she has a chance to go to states. She was 3rd, I believe, at the league meet, and she's been running really strong all year.
Nice.
Volleyball, I'll have to pull that one back up. Andrew gave me that one before, and I put it away, but hold on here. Topkowski's going to kick off, 8:30 left. That was impressive, running with the flag and picking that up on the run by one of the Highland boys. That's number 5. He fumbles it, and now he is, I hate to say it, swarmed. But I did say it. That's
like Timmy Wallace maybe on the stop.
20, 23, and 45. Jack Howard, Matthew Dean, Timmy Wallace. So 8-18. And it looks like
most of the guys.
Looks like most of the starters are back out there, right? I see Savon, I see Creed Hill, I see Chase Crutchley up front, Weibel, Marquis. Now we're back to the 4-man defensive front. I think I see Carson Noonan in there. Oh, that's a great play there. 55. We haven't called him tonight, I don't think, have we? Logan Waddell. Waddell.
Nice play by Logan there.
Yeah, beat the block, caught him in the backfield. That's a loss of 2. I want to mention the tennis team also. Doubles team of Saris Gambatti and Maddie Pollock went down to states today. Right after this play, I'll finish it up. Quick hitter out to the right. That's incomplete. It was intended for number 7. Scooby Stanford. So Sarah and Maddie went down to states. They won their first round match, which put them into the final 8. teams in the state, Division I doubles, and then they lost to Massillon Jackson. But a great job by them to get through all the way to states and finish in the top 8.
Yeah, what a job that Coach Reynolds has done with that program through the years, too.
All right, threw it away there under pressure. 21 was in the vicinity. That's Andrew McKnight. That's going to make it 4th and 13. Yeah, gosh, I'm trying to think. I don't know if Maddie's a senior, Sarah's a senior, but they've got a really strong team coming back. Evie Boucher, Ella Gillen, and some of the other girls. I can't think of them right now, but Jo Oberhaus is graduating also. She was one of their top players, too. Let's see what else. We'll get to golf in a second after this punt. That's Carter Noel back to kick. It's end over end kick. Takes a big hop, and oh, did he touch it?
No, he didn't.
He's lucky.
Made a good decision late.
That's Syriac. Look, if he touches that, they are going to be on that in a second because he was going the wrong way. So 6:15. That bounced all the way back to the Hornets, about the 36-yard line. Let's see, where did I leave off? Girls golf. So they're down at the state tournament also. They thanks again to my buddy Tom for sending me all the numbers. But they played today. So let me check this out. So Isabella Goyette is tied for 6th currently. She shot a 76 today. Paige McKendry shot a 77. She's tied for 10th. There's the snap.
Couple fresh faces out there now.
Yeah, that looked like 27, I think, Jay, on the carry. James Pleveris. Yep. The other girls, Kendall Sprudy, Kavya Chada, and Elizabeth Coleman. And the girls are tied for, I think they told me, 4th.
Yeah.
Yep.
3 strokes back, tied for 4th.
All right, and really tight at the top. So if they play well tomorrow,
They've got a shot at it.
Yeah,
which is what you're trying to do day one.
Yeah. Beautiful weather, they told me down there. There's a handoff again. That's looks like Pleveris again.
Yep.
He's got a huge hole down the sideline. 12 made the tackle for Copley. That's Javon Reeves. So Centerville's at 312, New Albany 312, Dublin Jerome 314, and then Medina Highland and Magnificat, who's been our nemesis all year, at 315. So
I'm sorry, that was 17. That was Evan Grant on that carry.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Got a lot of in and out here. Pleveris has checked back in the backfield.
Yeah, so Peyton Janicus is in at quarterback. We forgot to mention that. That's 25 on the carry this time. He's met in the backfield, breaks that tackle, breaks another one, and he's finally brought down by 55 for Copley.
Casey Miser on the carry.
Stephen Lesbrance on the tackle. Clock's running. We're down to 4 minutes already. Folks, I want to mention to you, if you're a fan of the Pride of Highland Marching Band, they have their Glow Show tonight. So when the game ends, Michael's ready to do an interview. Are you ready, Michael? Hit it.
Hey, guys, we're down on the field here with new assistant principal Ryan Taylor. Ryan, let's talk a little bit about your experiences here at Highland. What's it been like so far?
It's been pretty incredible so far. I'm coming from Elyria. I was there for 8 years. And I'm just, I'm getting used to everything here, and everybody's been super awesome and welcoming. John and Carrie have been great to work with. Miss Ackerman's been great to work with. I couldn't have asked for a better situation to be put into.
And what's something you've learned since coming here? Obviously, they do different practices and whatnot here at Highland. What's something you've taken away?
Something that I've taken away is just how much the community has just buys into this school system and athletics and education, and the teachers in the building just love coming to work. It's just a great place to be.
Now, obviously, there's some excitement building for the playoffs. How excited are you in your first season or first year to be able to watch them go to the playoffs undefeated?
Yeah. So I'm really into athletics. I love it. In my 8 years when I was in Elyria, we never had a football team that was nearly as talented as this one. So it's exciting to watch. I'm excited to see what happens as we get into the playoffs and see how we do.
All right, Ryan. Appreciate your time today.
Yeah, no problem.
Greg, Jay, back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor.
Thanks, Michael. So a couple of runs there, one by Peyton Janicus. And timeout Highland. All right, so 3 minutes, a little under 3 minutes left. So what I was mentioning, folks, was the Glow Show. So Pride of Highland, after the game tonight, we're going to try to talk to Coach Gibbons, since it's the regular season ender. And then the band comes out, they shut the lights off, and they perform No Lights, the Glow Show. So stick around for that. We'll try to get that for you too. All right, while we're on the break, last time I'll probably get to it this year. I might mention it at the end game, but again, North Gateway Tire. We owe our big thanks to them, folks out in the community. All right, we're ready to go back to Michael. Sorry, I'll go to that in a second. Go, Michael.
Thank you.
All right, back on the field here with Principal Carrie Knapp. And Carrie, you guys have some awesome programs going on here at Highland High School. Talk about the intercultural programs you guys have.
Absolutely. So we have an intercultural program, which every other year we bring 25 students from Spain, France, and China. They come, they visit, they live with our students, they learn what it is like to be a student in Medina County, and then we, in a true exchange, send our students over there, and they stay in the home of the same student they hosted. And then they get to experience what life is like in those countries.
Talk about a little bit about those experiences. Obviously, it's totally different cultures between students from France and Spain and some here in the U.S. They really have to take away a lot from those.
They sure do. And even things like daily routines, like when do people eat lunch? How long are they in school? When do they go to school? When do they come home? How many classes do they take? It's like everything is different. So learning those differences and understanding why those differences exist is really important.
Now, Carrie, you get to lead Highland High School. It's got to be fun to watch an undefeated football team going into the playoffs. What do you think of these guys?
I think this is a great team. It creates a lot of energy for the community. All of our sports this year have been just remarkable. We were just down at States today with tennis and golf, so we're looking forward to these guys starting their playoffs.
All right, Carrie, thanks so much for your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Greg, Jay, back up to you guys.
Thanks again, Michael. Thanks to the Principal Knapp. While we were away there, Peyton Janicus ran one in, made a nice couple of cuts there, untouched into the end zone. And Jacob Dukowski made the point. So it's now 56-0 with 2:47 left. First thing, I got the volleyball date. It's tomorrow, 4:30. It's versus Brunswick, Highland Girls versus Brunswick, but it's at Worcester for the volleyball tournament. So again, got to put our shout out here, folks, and those of you out in the community, please thank them, support them. North Gateway Tire, they've been our premier live stream partner the whole season. They're our sponsor, along with Bell's Electric and the Highland Athletic Boosters. Family-owned business, a Highland family since 1979. Wide range of passenger and truck tires. Michelin, Bridgestone, Firestone, Yokohama, Kenda, Toyo, and Nexen. They also have lawn and garden, off-road tires, things of that nature. 20 years in a row, Medina's best tire store in the county. Please support them, thank them. Just reach out and thank them for the sponsorship. That would be the best thing for us. There's a fumble. And Jack Howard thinks he's got it.
The referees disagree.
So again, North Gateway Tire, folks. They're over there on Pearl Road, 4001 Pearl Road. They go the distance for you. Thanks again to them. Thanks again to Brent Belsole at Bell's Electric. All right, folks, about 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Hopefully I got all the girls golfers. Did I get them all there, Jay?
I think you did.
Isabella Goyette, Paige McKendry, Elizabeth Coleman, Kavya Chada, and Kendall Sprudy. Sorry, folks, I've got a million things going on here at once. That's a nice little pass out to number 5 there.
It's Firestein. He's had a nice night tonight.
Yeah.
He's a good athlete, basketball player at Copley as well.
So the clock's running, 1:30 left here in the third quarter. Another quick hitter, little wide receiver screen. He's got a little room there that time. Jack Howard and 28 on the tackle.
That's Garrett Phillips.
That was a good little play there for a first down for them. Oh, there's a flag?
Got a penalty on it.
Okay.
Holding.
Well, that's got to be one of those receivers.
Yeah, that's
front,
it. You know, that's a tough. The stock block is tough out there. You know, you got that ball coming your way and trying to get your hands on someone.
So the clock's still running. We're under a minute here in the third quarter. There's motion across the formation. That's a handoff. That's number 4. And he's met immediately by 34 for us. He breaks out.
Sambor.
And
looks like Jack Howard finished
Howard
him
again.
off.
That's good.
So Sambor did a nice job getting there.
Yeah, slowed him down, right?
Didn't finish the tackle off, but read that play well.
Yeah, so let's try to get some of these names in, Jay. On the line, I see 14.
Colin Angus.
50.
Is Ryan Zywick.
55.
Logan Waddell.
44.
Is Gary Reineke.
And then 40, 45, and 4 are the backers, it looks like. Well, Tommy Turk's the cornerback. 40 is Tommy Shondell.
Yes.
That's the one we didn't have.
Yes.
And Jack Howard again.
Yep.
I didn't get the secondary, but that's who's out on there now, folks. The reserves are coming in. So here we go to the fourth quarter, folks. Last quarter of our final regular season home game. We're certainly on our way. Michael, are you ready again?
No.
Okay, we're going to go back down to the field. And looks like we've got John Bailey and
my wife, Amy.
And the wife, Amy. Hopefully she mentions you. I hope she mentions you.
She probably won't.
Unless you didn't do something. All right, into the fourth quarter, folks. Avon was up big. That means we're going to be the number 2, right, Andrew? And again, folks, if you want to check that out, Joe Eitel, JoeEitel.com. You'll see all the districts. It's actually a fun site to pick through because you see everybody's schedule. You can see who they played, what the scores were, and then he gives you the rankings too. All right, here we go. He fakes it, and then and that's 44. Gary Reineke came from the backside there, hit him immediately. But check it out. You can click through all the teams. It's really a lot of fun. You can see every division, every region. All right, we're going down to Michael. Go, Michael.
It's like the newlywed.
Down here on the sidelines with Amy Grissom, the athletic secretary here at Highland High School. And tell us a little bit about what you do, Amy, for the Hornets.
For the Hornets, well, I am the secretary in the athletic department. What do I do? What don't I do? Well, we do a lot of scheduling and uniforms and officials and just being there for the kids. I mean, the athletics, I feel, is just like one of the most fun parts of working in a high school. I get to see them before school, after school, on the field, off the field, academics, athletics. It's a lot of fun.
Now, you're working with a new athletic director this year. Obviously, we don't want to say anything bad about your boss, but what's that been like for you?
You know, John's been great, Mr. Bailey. He's the third athletic director since I've been here in the athletic office, and he is a really great mix of everybody who's been in here. He has just jumped right in with both feet. He's comfortable, he's easy, and he's really making big changes and doing great things for the kids. He's been great to work with.
Now, I hear, unfortunately, that you're married to Jay, who's upstairs, and you know, he can't count football yardage. I've been trying to tell him it's not the 50 or 49-yard line. It's the 51-yard line.
Yeah,
and
we try and talk about that at home. He won't listen to me either.
obviously, it's got to be fun working some with your husband as well.
Jay's a blast. Who doesn't love Jay Grissom? I mean,
oh yeah.
Yes, working with him, being married to him, Jay's great. No, he is. He really is. Great sense of humor, phenomenal coach, very respected. Kids look up to him. I mean, he's. What can you say?
Jay, something tells me you're going to have to take her shopping tomorrow for all the good work.
Well, it took her a little while. She was searching for words there a little bit. So,
well,
she
was searching for words for a little bit, but that's okay. Amy, thanks so much for taking time out today. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Thank you.
Guys, back up to you.
All right, folks. And I got nothing there, Jay. No love for me at all. Can
well,
you believe that nonsense?
Yeah, you know.
All right, it's fine. While we were away, Tommy Turk took a punt back. The tackle was made by 20, Jojo Munzberg. That was a rush there by number 25 for Highland, Casey Miser. and the tackle was made by Ben Firestein. So it's about 9 minutes left. It's 56-0, Hornets. Janicus is in at quarterback. He hands it off. That is 17. I don't think we've called this. That's Evan Grant. Okay. Nice little run inside there.
Nice to see Evan back out there. I know he's battled through some injuries this year.
Yeah, I thought he was out for the year, but that's good. That is good to see him back, right?
Nice to see him back out there. He was.
See if we can get the lineman here. 70.
Okay, so I know that I believe Ben Coyne's playing left tackle.
78.
That's correct.
Yep.
53.
50's the center.
53 is Braden Shuck. 50 is Ryan Zywick at center.
66 is the right guard.
That's Brady Bendow.
That was Janicus on a keeper. 55 made the hit for them. That's Stephen Lesprance. And all I need is the right tackle.
tackle is 71 Ben Nowak.
All right, good.
Nice to see those guys getting
let's
some action
see.
tonight.
I see Jack we always get this name wrong.
I think it's Capitosto.
I think it is. That is. Jack is out there.
Yeah, Kyle Williams, number 81, playing one of the receiver positions. Kyle's headed up to the top of your screen.
Yeah, that's Jack there on the wing.
Brought Miser in motion, handed off to Evans.
Grant.
Evan Grant.
Another good run there.
Nice run.
It was 45 on the tackle for Copley. Cam Dalton. So under 8 minutes. I think I got through all the teams, right? Like I said, the boys did okay at the districts, but boys golf, but did not advance.
46, Colton Faust on the field.
Okay. That was a good tackle there. 27 on the run for us.
James
5 on the tackle. All right, we're going back to Michael. Go.
All right, guys, we're down here on the sideline with new athletic director John Bailey. John, talk to us a little bit about being the athletic director here. This is your first full year. What's it been like so far?
It's been an awesome experience. I'm coming from Keystone High School, which was about half the size of Highland, and I've definitely had my eye on this job for for a long time. Coach Gibbons and I go back a long way. We played with each other at Mount Union. We played football together. We had an opportunity to coach together at Brunswick, and then we coached against each other when I was at Brunswick and he was at Highland, and he beat me everywhere he was. So he was better at me at Mount Union. He was better at me as a coach at Brunswick, and Highland got the best of us when I was at Brunswick. So I always wanted to come back and have the opportunity to work with Mike again.
Now, you played college football for Mount Union. What's it like, kind of the difference between the Friday night lights versus the Saturday afternoons? Is it a big difference or no?
Football's football. Anytime you get kids out competing and they have one goal in mind, it's phenomenal. And Highland coaches do that, and our kids thrive in this opportunity and in this scenario. That's why they're having such a successful season.
Now, not just the football team that's having a big successful season. You guys have got a lot of teams preparing for state championships and divisional and regional honors. Tell us a little bit about that as well.
Yeah, we've had a tremendous fall. Everyone has had success. Our girls golf team is down in Columbus right now competing as a team. They've golfed really well today, and they're currently in 4th. Our girls tennis team had a very successful year, Suburban League champs, and they also sent a doubles team down to Mason, Ohio today as well to compete. Our girls volleyball team won the Suburban League. They're competing in sectionals tomorrow at Worcester. Our boys and girls soccer teams have both thrived as well and are still in it, and they're competing in district rounds. So,
before we let you go, I hear you're looking for a baseball coach. Is that true? I know a few guys.
Our athletic secretary has been nudging me to start the hunt to find a new coach. So I guess keep your eye on Apple Track, and we'll see what happens.
All right, guys, back up to you.
All right, folks, while we were in that interview, Casey Miser had a rush, and Hendrick Sickles made the tackle. And then the next play, Peyton Janicus took it up the middle for a touchdown. He's got 35 yards now and 2 TDs. Carson Kwiatkowski made the kick. He's a freshman, I think, or a sophomore. I think he's a freshman.
Yes.
I got him listed as a sophomore, but he's a freshman. He's also on the soccer team. And it looks like he's going to be doing the kicking now.
Carson's done a nice job this year. I've been at all the JV games as well, and he's done a really nice job kicking the ball this year. Kind of nice to have, obviously Dubkowski's graduating, and,
right.
Carson's done an outstanding job.
So clock is at about 5.5 minutes and running. 5 and 13 are back. That's Firestein and Raymond A. Brown back for the kick. So it's 63-0. Kind of a squib. Picked up at about the 12. And he is pulled down at about the 15.
Well, the Highland coverage on kickoffs tonight has been really good. I mean, their starting position's been right. It's been inside the 20 a couple times, so done a really nice job on that.
All right, so under 5 minutes, folks. Like I said, stick around at the end if you're a fan of the band. Watch the Glow Show, some of their favorite songs from this year, but performed with no lights. That'll be immediately after. Hopefully we get Coach Gibbons. I know he doesn't really like to do it. He did it for us last year. I thought he did great, but hopefully we'll get to talk to him because we haven't talked to him all season. So, all right, so a new quarterback's in, it looks like. Number 2? No, 21. 21 takes the snap. That's Andrew McKnight. And he handed off to 4, Carter Noel. About 4 minutes left in the game.
Looks like Joey Zywick and Garrett Phillips in the safety positions.
Noah Zern is on the left corner. And looks like 20. Timmy Wallace on the other corner. There's motion across the formation. Hands it off. That's a good little cut. He's hit by 14 first, and then 40 cleaned him up. Colin Angus.
Angus and Shondell.
That's Tommy Shondell. Sorry about that, folks. That was the stadium announcer asking us who 40 was. Of course, Jay, my crack detective, had already figured it out. That's 4 on the handoff from 21, and he is smothered by number 44 for us, Gary Renicky. So under 3 minutes. Like I said, folks, definitely a home game back here next Friday night, 7 o'clock. It's either Ashland or Oregon Clay, I think. So put that on your calendar. We will not have live stream, I don't believe. That's October 28th. That'll get the playoffs kicking off. Probably if we win that game, we'll get a home game the next week.
That's correct.
Copley's letting it run now, just letting it run, running the clock down. So about 2 minutes left. Oh, actually, they're in the punt formation, but they are letting it down. That was 28 back for us, Garrett Phillips, but it bounced away from him. It's going to be a dead ball at about the 39. Touchdown by number 36 there, Nyland Garden. So a little under 2 minutes left. Again, big shout out to North Gateway Tire. Check out the Highland Athletic Booster site for a chance to win a 2022 GMC Terrain. Again, like a $32,000 car for a $20 ticket, Jay. We'll draw that in December at a home basketball game.
That'd be a nice little Christmas gift.
It would be. Don't forget the Highland Foundation on November 12th. That's their big annual fundraiser. That's the dinner auction. A lot of good items up for auction there. So we're winding it down here, about a minute left. So for our crew tonight, Brianna, Brian, Michael, Nate, Andrew, me and Jay, thanks to you all for tuning in all season. We hope you enjoyed it. They're just going to take a knee here, Jay, to wrap it up.
Yeah, I think that's going to do it.
All right, folks, 10-0 for your Highland Hornets this year. Stick around for the Glow Show.
I think it's another shutout for this defense, and then just another outstanding performance out of those guys. I mean, Copley hasn't even been close to shutout this year, and
yeah, we've given up 0, 3, 7, 0, 0, 0, 7, 6, 0, and then the 20 in the first week.
I mean,
that's really good, right?
It's just really, really good.
All right, that's the last snap, folks. That's going to run it out. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks to our sponsors. Jay, really enjoyed it, my man.
Always, always.
And Brianna, what's our plan? Are we going to Michael? Hopefully we're going to get Coach Gibbons, folks. Try to stick around. We're going to try to get Coach Gibbons. We'll have the Glow Show for you. Thanks again for listening.
In the sidelines with head coach Gibbons. Coach, first things first, 10-0 going into the playoffs. What's the feeling?
Yeah, it's a special season. It's a lot of hard work. These kids, we really don't take many days off. It's constant, work. So just proud of the way we came out tonight and throughout the season.
Obviously, they have dominated a lot throughout the season. The most scored points all season long was the Berea Mid-Park game. And you talked a little bit about after that game, talking about, the defense had to grow. How much fun has it been watching both the offense and defense grow throughout the season?
Yeah, it's one of those things where, defensively we were outstanding the whole year. I don't know if there's been a defense to put up those stats the whole time. Or, offensively, just playing our ball game, throughout the whole year, being able to kind of ground and pound and then take shots when they're there. So just proud of our entire team. It's really a community effort. I couldn't be more proud of just, our players, but at the same time, their parents, the fans, all the coaches, a lot of hard work from a lot of people.
Coach, congratulations. Go celebrate.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
My name is William Smith, and on behalf of the band, I want to thank Mrs. Barr, Mrs. Moore, and all of the band gifts their parents for organizing fundraisers, providing us snacks and water, and being chaperones, etc.
My name is Sienna Kendall. On behalf of the band, I want to thank Mrs. Yu and all of the uniform parents for fitting us, hemming, sewing buttons, and basically making us look great.
Thank you, band boosters and uniform room volunteers. We would like to dedicate to you, Chicago's 25 or 64.
My name is Hunter Moser, and on behalf of the band, I want to thank Mrs. Knapp, Mr. Taylor, and Mr. Bailey for helping us have a safe and fun season, and for all of their support.
My name is Joyce Media. On behalf of the band, I want to thank Mrs. Ackerman, Mrs. Bodeker, our high school custodians, Mrs. Colleen and Mr. Moravik, and his staff for all their help and support this season.
My name is Kira Avarello, and on behalf of all the band members, we want to thank Mr. Marquette, Mr. Duff, and all of the assistant staff for an amazing season.
Thank you, Highland District staff and administrators, for supporting our students and helping to make this season possible. To you, we dedicate the Jackson 5 Classic, I Want You Back.
Hello, my name is Carter Ball, and I would like to thank the Highland community for supporting us financially. Thanks for helping us purchase uniforms and instruments.
My name is Eddie Pippin. On behalf of the band, I want to thank our parents for your love and support as we have fun marching and playing in the Pride of Highland Marching Band. I love you, Mom and Dad.
Thank you, community members, parents, and families, for everything that you do to support your children. For our final song tonight, we dedicate it to you, and sings Bye Bye Bye. students for all of your hard work this season, for rising to the occasion, and for always putting on a great performance. The teachers, volunteers, and parents are very proud of you and your hard work. And to everybody joining us tonight, thank you. The lights should be turning on any moment. Please drive safe and enjoy your evening.